Thorne Field on the campus of Grove City College. It is homecoming as the Grove City Wolverines 2-3 take on their arch rival, the Westminster Titans 3-2 in a President Athletics Conference clash. Good afternoon, this is Ed Cody along with Swami George Abraham to bring you the 101st meeting between these two schools. George, a little rain out there, some humidity. It's a beautiful turf field. There should be no factor here this afternoon.
No, I don't look for weather to be a problem. Both teams have practiced in it. They're used to it. And as you say, turf field, we're not going to have any mud. I think it's full speed ahead.
You have two different types of offenses here. Westminster behind quarterback August Nicastro. They like to throw the football, not much of a running game. On the other hand, Grove City relies on Wesley Schools, their outstanding running back. He needs 115 yards to reach 3,000, second all-time in the school record. R.J. Bowers is 7,353 yards. He has a way to go to catch up to him. But Grove City's going to pound the ball. Their success centers around Schools. They lost their starting quarterback, Randall Labrie, earlier in the season due to a foot injury that required surgery. They're coming off a big win last week down at CMU, 31-21, whereas Westminster was dropped by Case Western Reserve, 35-14. You want to do the comparative scores. Grove City lost to Case Western, 49-23. Case Western and WJ at the top of the heap, 5-0. Big game for Westminster. They're 3-1. They can hold on to third or fourth place. For Grove City, George, 1-3. It's a chance to move up and get right behind the Titans.
Exactly. I don't do who beats because every week's a different ball game. The big game today is Case at W&J. First place on the line. This is a statement game for Grove City. They've rebuilt. They're in that mode now where they can go 5-5-6-4, and it'll be an improvement. Beating the Titans would go a long way in terms of getting that done. And you mentioned Augustus Nicastro for Westminster. I followed him when he was at Slippery Rock. He is a fine quarterback, as you say. Grove City going to run the ball with Schultz a little more. And, you know, like you said, game on.
You look at the differences here now for Grove City, George, offensively. The Wolverines average 21.8 points a game. The Westminster defense only gives up 19.6. We're going to give the edge to the Westminster defense because the Grove City defense gives up 36.4 points a game. They have to play a lot better defensively today, especially in the secondary, and get some pressure on the Castro. Westminster's offense, they've been up and down. They average 22.8 points a game.
Yeah, they may have to score a little more today. Last week, right in that game with Case, and they get scored on with 15 seconds left in half. Makes all the difference in the world, Ed.
And Westminster, they spread the ball around between the wide receivers, Bryson Paulinelli, Connor Cox, and also Javon Hardy, whereas for Grove City, they have a couple of really outstanding receivers, one of the top receivers in the conference in Cody Gustafson with 30 receptions for over 400 yards, and Cameron Drake with 20 receptions. So they have a couple of weapons of their own. But first and foremost, when you have a running back averaging 178 yards a game, that's where you want to go.
Exactly. You play to your strengths. You know, there isn't a sport involved that you don't want to play with your strength, and these teams are no different. You know, the homecoming crowd, you know, you'd like to see this rain go away, but there's something about the atmosphere and the magnitude of the game that'll get this home team a little juiced.
And the Wolverines out in the field, they look like the Nebraska Cornhuskers, dressed in all red with their white helmets, and the Westminster Titans out on the field in their white uniforms, gray slacks. Interesting thing about Wesley Schools, George, he's not a big guy. He's about 5'10", 5'11", 185. He carried the ball 43 times last week for 220-plus yards against CMU. So you don't have to be a big guy to lug that football that many times.
No, there is no union when it comes to running the ball. Both teams want to play to their strengths, as you said. I'm looking forward to an excellent ball game here and about ready to kick it off.
We are set to go, teeing it up, ready to kick it off for Grove City. Will be number 72, Nick Morrow. Our first time here at Grove City College, and we want to thank Sports Information Director Ryan Briggs for everything he's done for us, is accommodating us here, and the athletic department overall, just great how they've provided us with this outstanding facility for today's broadcast.
Couldn't be any better. It's nice to go somewhere where you're appreciated. And when we come to Grove City, they sure make us feel appreciated, and we're thankful.
We are all set to go. Here's Nick Morrow's kick, and the 101st contest is underway.
Fair catch.
And that's a fair catch taken at the Westminster 25-yard line.
At the 25, Westminster will take over first down and 10.
So Westminster will come out. They'd like to run a little bit of an up-tempo, George. The Castro quarterback, running back Bryce Hill, number 21. Keanu Grice, the other back. Hill, the leading rusher with 185 yards. Right away, penalty marker. And that's Shimon Walker at quarterback.
Quarterback, wide receiver.
So you said you saw the
he has a broken hand.
with
He's
a
been
broken
playing with a
hand.
broken hand, yes. Can't be fun.
So with Nicastro having thrown for 760 yards in their 5 games, obviously Shimon Walker has played very little.
Played last week a little more, and as you say, I think more of a threat to run that ball also.
3-man defensive front. Here's a jet sweep to the left and stopped right across the 20 and up to the 22-yard line on a short pickup.
As they say, blocking optional. Nobody touched the defender, and that's why it was a gain of about 1.5 yards. You have to get that guy in the ground if that play's going to work.
Make it second, and let's make it 13 out at the 22-yard line. Three receivers flanked to the right for the Titans. Walker back. Now he's going to take off up the middle, has some running room, and works his way up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 9.
Luke Salerno, Eddie didn't give up on the play. He got back, he chased it down from behind. Nice defensive play.
He'll spot it right shy of the 30. This will make it 3rd and 5. Walker looking downfield, no one in the vicinity.
Beautiful.
Incomplete. Definitely miscommunication there. And that will bring up 4th and 5 for the Titans. They'll kick it away at their own 30-yard line.
Connor Lowe there put a shot on the quarterback, Eddie. They stunned it, and he came outside and really gave the quarterback a shot.
Dawson Porter back to kick for Westminster. And Cody Gustafson back deep.
Nice punch.
What a booming kick. Way over Gustafson's head. And it's going to take that hop and go into the end zone.
Did he get his foot into that or what?
Tremendous kick.
Line of scrimmage was 30, right? So he kicked from about the... Holy man, that thing is in the end zone. What a boot.
And Porter came into the game with a 36.1 average.
He didn't hurt it there.
Doubled it.
No, he didn't hurt his average there, that's for sure.
1st and 10 for Grove City at their own 20-yard line.
No, that's incredible. That was a boom. I mean, there's a little wind, but not that much.
Unusual formation. Here's a handoff to Schools off the left side.
Corner.
Gets a block, turns the corner, gets the first down and more, and finally forced out of bounds, but not before he gets up to the 40-yard line, and a Wolverine first down.
Nice run by Wesley Schools. He looks to have some speed, Eddie. Got that corner.
Brought down by Thomas. It is a gain of
George Fleck almost had a double slot there in behind the guard tackle on the right side and the guard and center on the left side. Coach Andrew D. Donato, he owns all the passing records here when he was a quarterback for the Wolverines. Class of 2010. Here's Schools coming up over the left side.
Nothing there. Very fortunate. That handoff was a little loose. Got to iron that out.
and Gonzalez.
Sun's out in the training. We're getting a rainbow here somewhere.
Outside linebacker Bill Medea leading the charge there for the Titans. That brings up a 2nd and 10. I don't know if it was a number change or not, but Josh East, the quarterback, was 16. He's number 5. There's a sweep to the right and a hard tackle and a short gain for Zach Trusky out to the 43-yard line.
And he couldn't get outside on that one.
Oh, they'll mark it out at the 44. Bring up a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 is the 44.
Josh East, a freshman quarterback, is filled in for Randall Labrie. Now they take their tight end H-back and put him in a slot to the right. That's Rob Kunst out of Butler High School. East back to throw. Open, drop right through the hands of his intended receiver, Cody Gustafson, and you don't see him do that too often. He had 30 receptions coming into the game. Would have been a 1st down, but now the Wolverines will have to kick it away.
Yeah, he was open and the ball was there.
Caleb Brake on to do the punting, an average of 37.8.
2 guys back, interesting.
Kick it away from his own 30. Takes a bounce, but goes out of bounds. Going to spot it right around the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for Westminster at their own 30. No score here in the 1st quarter. Ed Cody and Swami George Abraham.
3 minutes and a half in, and each team has had the ball once already.
So in a game between these two arch rivals with both backup quarterbacks in the game, not likely to see Nicastro today, George, if he's not starting.
I don't know. He's played the other games with the injured hand.
High snap and a handoff coming across the right side. Is that Bryce Hill?
Thomas Ellis on the stop. Excellent stop. 5'9", 250.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 at the 32.
Both defenses up for the task early, Ed.
2nd down, 8 to go. In motion goes Kurtz at tight end. And here's Walker. He's going to keep it straight up the middle, finds running room across the 50 into the Wolverine territory before he's finally brought down at the 41 of Grove City.
Walker on the run, brought down by
Pick up a 27 on that play.
Here's Augustus Nicastro into the game. Helmet comes off. You have to come out.
Grove City, 43. 1st down, Westminster.
They spot it back at the 43-yard line. High over the head of Nicastro. And he's going to have to fall on it back at his 40-yard line. Loss of 17.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Nicastro.
Not much chance to corral that thing. It was over his head.
It is 2nd and 26 for Westminster.
That changes everything. It brings Walker back into the game. Here comes a blitz from the right side. Walker's going to take off. They catch him and drop him just across the 40 and up to the 43-yard line. Looked like he had a chance to spring at one, George.
Yeah, that was pretty good recovery by the defense. That snap getting back there a little slow and a little high. Good play by Luke Salerno. He's been in there on several plays.
Brings up a 3rd and 24 for the Titans. Four-man front for the Wolverines. Walker rolls right, wants a throw back.
He's
has
on
his
it.
receiver.
Nice
And what
play.
a great defensive effort coming up and making that stop.
It's all over that play. Great defense.
It is 4th down for Westminster.
That pass was completed to Paulinelli. No gain. 4th down. Fumbled
Oh,
snap.
almost got at that. Oh,
And this one touched by Gustafson, and he has to fall on it. Then he loses it at the 2-yard line. Was he down, or is it?
No.
Or is it
Titan
Westminster
ball.
football?
That's what it appears to be. Boy, this kid booms that ball, Ed. Talk about using the punter for a weapon. They just flipped that field.
He saved his best punting game for this game, coming into the
Wow.
game with a 36.1 average.
It is 1st and goal at the 2.
Special teams, Eddie, they kill you. You know, if they're not solid.
Obviously, they're not doing this being a reviewable play, but I thought he was down with the football, George, before it squirted out again.
No, I didn't. Wildcat here, Eddie.
Wildcat, and carrying it in for the touchdown for Westminster is Isaiah Canton.
Canton on the run. Touchdown at Westminster.
That was run all the way. You hate to play 2 good series of defense like that and give them the ball in the 2. Tough break for Grove City. They have to fight their way back here.
Number 17, John Syback, to attempt the conversion.
John Syback to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good.
The kick is good. Your score, Westminster 7, Grove City 0.
Well, it's a short drive.
2 yards, yes. Opportunistic football, which is what winning football entails, but special teams coming up big. That's 2 booming punts.
So Canton on a 3-yard run.
Turning into a beautiful day here. The sun's out. Crowds in shorts over there.
3 yards, 1 play following the turnover on the fumbled punt. Syback to tee it up and kick it off for the Titans.
Oh, onside kick. Didn't go 10.
Bounces
Not
around.
gonna get that.
Covered by the Titans. They advance it, but they're going to bring this back.
No,
They advance it to the
it's a
Are
47.
they going to say it's good?
Yeah.
Was it touched
I
initially by a
thought
Grove
it-
City
it was
player?
past the
I didn't think
45.
I didn't think it went to distance, but if Grove City touched it, I'm not sure.
Ball.
Recovered by Thomas. Titans will have the ball 1st down and 10.
From where he
The
threw
officials are
the,
talking it
the
over.
beanbag, that's past 10 yards. They kicked from the 35. Beanbag's on the 47.
The receiving team, the kicking team can recover a kick. It cannot advance. It hit a Grove City player. It's Westminster ball.
That's why he can't advance it either. Boy, you could see that coming. Grove City got caught off guard.
So 1st and 10, Westminster on the onside kick at their own 48-yard line.
48 for Westminster.
Blitz coming. Here's Walker keeping it straight up the middle. Finds some running room as he comes across the 50 and down to the 47.
He's got a little burster. He fakes that handoff and
Walker on the run.
runs like a little counter the other way. He got some yardage. That was, a good 5.
2nd down, 5 yards to go.
2nd and 5 for Westminster. They lead 7-0 on that 3-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Canton following the fumbled punt by Cody Gustafson. Walker's going to hand off to Bryce on a sweep to the right. And the The Wolverines right there, ready for him.
Good
Stop
defense.
him after a short gain of 2 at the 45.
Patrick Mark in on that play, Eddie. Nice job. Looked like there was a little room there, but they didn't give him the edge. Big play here. You have to stop them if you're Grove City. Get that momentum back. If you're Westminster, get another first down. Now you're talking about at least pinning them deep if you don't make it.
3rd and 3 here for the Titans. That tailback is a good 9 yards deep. Walker rolls left. Now flips it out here to his tailback, Keona Grice, who's going to pick up the first down in that play action pass inside the 35 and down to the 31 to pick up a 14.
A little bit of speed on that Westminster side, Eddie. Several of these little guys can take that ball and go. Pretty nice speed.
Something looked different about that formation with Grice so deep.
He was 8-9 yards back. That's a little far.
3 receivers flanked to the right. And Walker fumbles and falls right back on it at the 35. Loss of 4.
Looked like a read, and he was pulling it back out and didn't get it. And
I think he definitely wanted to keep it.
Yeah, it looked that way.
He's not the passer that Nicastro is.
No.
But Nicastro's not the runner that he is.
Exactly. Looks like they want to roll him out and throw short stuff. If you come up, if you stay back, he's going to keep it. They get him on the move. Dropping back as short as he is isn't their best memo.
Bryson Paulinelli, their leading receiver, split wide to the left, trips to the right. Walker fires on a slant pass, complete. The pass going out. No catch. Could not hold on to it at the 24 of Grove City. That would bring up a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 15. The ball is at the Grove City 36.
I think Paulinelli thinks he should have had that.
Stops the clock.
5:46.
5:46 to go here in the first, with Westminster leading 7-0. Walker tried to throw a little screen pass.
It was there too. Nice job by Henson to get his hands up.
To Connor Cox, and a great job there by the inside linebacker Sam Henson out of Seneca Valley High School. That will bring up a 4th and 14.
Eddie, if he doesn't get his hands up, that play's a success.
You know, here you're at the 35. You're in a punt.
No man's land. I know.
You go for it.
I think if you're going to go for it, you have to run on 3rd down. That's my thought.
Timeout taken by Grove City. Some miscommunication, something that the coaching staff didn't like what they saw out there. And of course the punter pulled up like he was going to pass the ball.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is why you have those timeouts. Something not right. You can't make a mistake.
Well, my thinking is you don't go to punt and then try to fake it, and then when you're this
36-yard line. Well,
I agree with you. But of course they had that screen set up. The outstanding defensive play by.
If he doesn't get his hand in that, I think it's going. They were pouring in. It looked like it was going to go. The thing about it is, as you say, you know, you're right here in the middle. It's too far to try a field goal. If you punt, it's probably going to go in the end zone. But it appears that they trust their defense, Ed. I think he's going to nub it inside the 20 myself.
One of those little pooch punts. But Grove City does not have anyone back.
Yeah, they got that cluster over there on the left.
They got 4 guys flanked to the right.
Too much standing around her. Come on,
Still
refs,
trying to sort this out. Not sure what the reason is. Porter now standing at the 45. He is going to throw. He has a man open down the middle, and it's complete. That
He didn't
that
make
is
it.
so highly unusual. That pass complete to Connor Cox.
Did he get
for
the first down? It's close.
I think he's 1 yard shy, to tell you the truth. I really think he's a yard shy.
Pass complete to Cox. Kilgore and Conto on the tackle.
He comes up 1 yard shy.
No.
Westminster turns over the ball on down 1st and 10. Grove City ball, 1st down and 10.
1st and 10, Grove City at their own 22-yard line.
You have to make sure if you're going to fake it, you have to get the first down.
And Grove City called the timeout and still didn't change Westminster's
They like something they had
mind.
over here. They have one-on-one because they have 4 guys on the other side of the field.
Schools up over right guard, out across the 25 and up to the 27. Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5.
That's what Grove City went, 4-5 on first down, so the game's not uphill.
While things are starting to settle, I think we're going to see a lot of Wesley schools carrying the football now.
I mean, first series, they had that pass wide open. That out was right there. You have to convert that.
East running an option. He's going to keep it. Runs into heavy traffic. Stopped right at the 29-yard line. A short pickup of 2.
Joseph Lane, 5'11", 265. That thing went nowhere.
3rd down and 3 at the 29.
3rd and 3 for Grove City at their own 29-yard line. Double slot formation. There's a pitch back to Schools, trying to sweep the left side. He gets the first down before he's forced out of bounds, out across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Cameron Drake out there hand fighting, getting him just enough room to turn the corner and get the first down.
Pickup of 7. He's really a smooth runner.
Yeah,
And you look up and say, wow, he's already picked up 6-7 yards just like that.
Yes, exactly. Looks like nothing. They got 7-8 yards. Good point. At option, I don't think that S wants to keep the ball.
Doesn't look like a true option.
No. He's leaving that option to him, but he wants to. Looks like he wants to pitch.
Nowhere to go that time for Schools. They were just waiting for
They're
him
in there.
to stack them up. No gain on a play. That interior, the defense led by Lane and Fitzgerald, and then the defensive end on that side.
Loss of 1 yard. 2nd and 11 at the 36.
Westminster has 2 number 4s. They have Nicastro, and they have a kid on defense, number 4 also.
James Leone, the defensive end there, making a nice play.
There's a pass.
Pass in behind the intended receiver, Cody Gustafson, out near midfield. And I think Gustafson was looking to go deep down the sideline, and East was looking for a cutback to the sideline.
It looked like an out.
3rd and 10 for the Wolverines. East came into the game 19 of 40 for 282 yards. Here comes a blitz.
Picked up.
Floats it down the right sideline.
catch.
Coming back. Did he have a foot inside? Does he make the catch? There's an interference call, but which
Called
goes
interference
against,
on the defense.
goes against Westminster on the defensive back.
Called it on Marvin LeBurst.
Pass complete to number 14, Cody Gustafson. Flag on the play.
Marvin LeBursty called for the interference.
Pass interference.
My point is, this catch looked good to me.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
No, he didn't have the foot in.
Matters not. I think Seven's
So
wondering
it should be
what
a
he did.
15-yard penalty. Would put it at the 48 or 49. And a
What are
lot
you
of
talking
confusion in this
Too
game
much shouldn't
early
be.
on. If it's pass interference, if
Oh, they refused it, so they gave him the catch.
they gave him the catch. There you go.
It is a gain of 16
So they get, what,
yards to
one more yard on the catch.
Mm-hmm.
First down, Grove City.
It's at the spot unless it's more, then it's 15.
1st and 10 at the 47 of Westminster. Hand off to Schools and gets across the 45 and down to the 40.
Like you said, they
yard
got
line.
5 again.
West Schools on the run. Brought down by DeLuca.
Right side of that
5-yard gain
line.
43.
Leading the way
2nd and
by
5
Dalton
at the
Callahan. He's
42.
out of Karn City High School.
Yeah, that's a Karn City named Callahan, that's for sure.
Sam Michelet at right guard, and Joff Matthews, the 330-pound center. East looking over to sideline for a call. Always look to me. Fake. Pass out here in the flat. Once again, over the head of his intended receiver, Cody Gustafson. Really wasn't open that time.
No, he'd had to make quite a catch to come down with that thing, too. It was wide and a little bit, as you said, it was high. You see, they want to go to him. They got one-on-one coverage out here. I mean, it's the right thing, but you have to give him a chance to catch it.
It was just a token fake to Schools. I don't think that fooled anyone. 3rd and 6 now for the Wolverines at the 43.
And they're pressing him up, too.
Here comes the blitz. Their hand off to Schools. Takes it inside, then outside again, and gets a first down.
Yeah, keep those sticks
down
moving.
inside the 40 and down to the 37 to pick up a 6 and a first down.
Good run by Schools. He's one of those guys, you're going to look at that stat, he's going to have 140 yards, you're going to wonder. He gets 4 or 5 every crack.
You know what he's saying, Coach? Just give me the ball.
Yeah, just give me the ball. Don't worry about passing.
He is on his way to getting 115 yards
without a doubt.
in this game and over 3,000 for his career.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine R.J. Byers,
he'd have to run to Pittsburgh to get Byers.
It seemed like yesterday we had him on our radio show when we had our sports radio show.
Oh, boy, you're going back.
He's a big kid.
I think I had hair in my head back then.
Didn't he have a try with the Steelers?
Yes, he was. Oh,
There's
yeah.
a quick pass out here to Cody Gustafson.
You got to figure they're going to set up that out. Not, don't you think? They're setting it up. They've thrown about 5 outs. Surely they're going to send him upfield.
5 on that play.
2nd and 5.
Or at least setting him up and going the other way. It looked on 2 previous pass plays that they had a post pattern open to the wide side of the field. Schools turns direction.
Oh, that's a nice run.
A little bit of a force.
Yeah,
There's nothing to. Wanted to run it, take it up over left guard. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Bounced it back to the outside, as the good ones can do.
Yeah, it was nice. That really was.
Some running backs, you say stick to the hole, and others, you see they have that ability, you let it go.
He's shifty. He doesn't lower his pads when he's before contact that much, but man, he's shifty.
Moves the sticks again down to the 28-yard line. I think it's a 27. 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's where they are.
Schools, little hesitation there, not much. He gets 2 down to the 25.
Schools on the run.
Winding down the final 30 seconds here of the first quarter of play with Westminster leading Grove City 7-0. Ed Cody, Naswami, George
They sent
Abraham.
Shell in motion there and then brought him back like a little counter action, leading it back through the hole. They're going to let it run down, end of the quarter.
That will be in the final seconds ticking off here in the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter of play, it is Westminster 7, Grove City nothing, and the only scoring drive we had in the game came at the 8:31 mark of that first period when Isaiah Canton took it in from 3 yards out. That was a 3-yard drive in one play following the Cody Gustafson punt, and that has put Westminster up on top, but Grove City driving.
Exactly, doing a nice job controlling the clock, keeping their defense off the field, and as you say, talk about using the punter as a weapon. You take that ball over on the 3, I like your chances.
Well, I think you're just going to see a lot more steady diet of Wesley schools, but I think at some point the way they're covering Cody Gustafson over there, that it has to leave open some of the other receivers like Cameron Drake and Jared Hurd.
It looks like they've run that out. They're going to set up that out and up. They have to. Doesn't look like there's a safety over the top. If he beats him down the sideline, he's in. I didn't see any help. Now, last time he went in, they chucked him at the line and then they let him go.
You know, notice with Grove Cities, their two tight ends are really mostly, they call them H-backs. They're like fullbacks.
Sure.
So they shift them in motion along the line of scrimmage.
Lead through the hole then. If they run a counter or some type of poor lineman, they run them through. Getting a lot of people into that, area where the ball's going. This is big. You want to tie this game, get all the momentum. As you say, they scored on a 3-yard drive. There's no reason to think that you can't hang in there.
All set to start here in the second quarter. Grove City with 2nd and 8 at the Westminster 25-yard line.
Eddie Schools had 9 for 51 in the quarter. He's on pace for 200. My goodness.
He averages 178 a game, George.
Yeah. 5.5 yards a carry.
Goes in motion. And here's a keeper to the outside, but no room at all to run for East. And he is stopped. He's going to take a loss on a play back.
He's going to tell his boys when they get back in the huddle, hey boys, how about putting someone on the ground for me? There were no blocking at all.
3rd and 10 at the 27.
Medea back up there with a stop the outside linebacker.
Westminster D is very solid, Ed. Very solid.
19 points a game in this day and age of college football. That's good defense.
Oh, no, they won't let you guard. Very well said.
East back to throw, steps up, comes the pressure. The pass is too low, intended for Cameron Drake at the 13-yard line.
That motion, you got to follow through with that. That ball's
at the
going
17-yard line.
Yeah, that ball's going point down. That has to be complete.
4th and 10. Almost every pass has been to the sideline, George. There's been nothing down the middle. There have been no crossing patterns. I would have to think that something would look open.
Exactly.
Crossing the middle. East looking over to sideline.
You're going to see a timeout.
Timeout taken by Grove City. Coach DiDonato wants to talk this over. And Coach Scott Benzel for Westminster, he's built a pretty good program, George, in his 5th year, 31-16. And you see they have a pretty good variety on their roster with players from a number of different states.
Yeah, sure. Well, what makes this pack so unique? I've never seen another conference like it. The big boys usually recruit nationwide anyway. But what makes this league so unique is they all recruit the same kids. Now with Thomas More out of the league, more so than ever. Grove City, Westminster, Teal, Geneva, they're all recruiting the same kid.
And W&J and Case Western, they've been
Case,
for so long.
Yeah, W&J's a notch up. You know, he's going to try a 43-yard field goal, 44-yard field goal.
So Nick Morrow will attempt this field goal. 44 yards. The kick is up. It is long enough. It is high enough.
Nice kick.
And it is
boy.
good.
Nice kick. That give you confidence down the road. Wow. Nice job, big boy. That's a nice kick.
Nick Morrow on that field goal here early in the second quarter gets Grove City on the board. No hesitation at all on the Wolverines.
It didn't just squib over either, did it? It went over nice.
It went over nice. It was true to form when
we
he
have
got
a little
it off.
bit of a bad angle here.
Perfect snap, perfect hold.
Grove City going on defense now. Pat, Mark, Luke, Salerno, Kilgore, they all have 3 tackles. Good ball game.
And there's a fumble and a loose
Get on
football. It's out.
They got it.
And
45.
jumping on it. They're Grove City.
Grove City, 45.
And Grove City has it.
45.
Retrieving was Ben Pelizet. He's from Brunswick, Maine.
Wow. Long way from Grove City, but we're glad he's here. That was a nice play. Looked like he was putting his hand up. Was he putting his hand up to fair catch or get the sun out of his eyes? In either case.
I just think he came up to get it, and I thought it went through his hands.
He put his
came
hand
off
up, Eddie?
I didn't see that.
All right.
I'm not sure.
I don't think he did.
It popped off one of his knees.
Oh, he did. He was blocking the sun. That sun's right in their face. There's even this turnover margin out here now. You'll get the ball in the 11-yard line, first and goal. This sudden changes when you want to get them, Ed. They weren't expecting to come on the field. I don't know what happened to this young man. I didn't see the play.
All right, while they're attending to the injured player down on the field, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We are back with the injured player, Javon Hardy, for Westminster. He's being taken off the field on a stretcher. Precautionary. We certainly hope that it's not anything serious.
Now, he gave the thumbs up, which is a good sign. I don't know exactly what happened, but as you say, the fact that they were being extra careful, this is just what they do. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
The Grove City staff was out there immediately.
Right there. Yeah.
And even athletic director Todd Gibson was out there also.
Yeah, you're all on the same team when something like that happens.
So once again, let's review what happened. Hardy fumbled the ensuing kickoff following Morrow's 44-yard field goal to get Grove City on the board. He was hit immediately. That football was recovered at the 11-yard line of Westminster by Ben Pelizet. And so now the Wolverines have a chance to take the lead on a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That sun's brutal. Looking up into that sun, fielding those punts and kickoffs is no pleasure, I can tell you.
After that little bit of rain, how humid it has gotten. Schools, left side, hit and dropped immediately just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Nice fill-in by Miguel Luis there, 5'9", 190.
Schools on the run.
Step right in and fill that hole.
And Luis. Gain 2.
Both fullbacks in the game are H-backs, Kuntz and Sheila.
This thing
for
looks
the
like it's
Wolverines.
coming left, doesn't it?
It's been pretty hard with that formation, George, for the Westminster defense to shift from one side to the other without leaving a gap. And now we're going to get a timeout taken on.
Grove City. Final timeout for the first half of Grove City.
Out of timeouts with 13 minutes left.
Either they didn't have a play selected fast enough or they saw something defensively. But when you have those two fullbacks or H-backs in there, Kuntz and Sheila lined up behind the tackles and the guards, pretty hard to shift any particular way for the defense.
The only
Definitely
thing
it's
is
a running
it'd have to
formation.
be a sprint to the right corner, but you'd have to get it. They have used those guys a little bit with some misdirection where they take them one step one way and they lead the back through the hole. But as you say, tons of guys over here.
But that would come off a fake to Schools.
He runs inside well for 5'11", 185, Eddie. He's not a big kid.
43 carries last week.
I guess.
Now different formation, slot to the right. Motion comes Kuntz, and now we have the flags and the whistles blown. I think we get illegal procedure.
Yes, sir.
Ball start. Snap in front, number 70, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remain second down.
Sometimes you take too long and try to do too many things, and
Second down and 13 for the Wolverines.
so that penalty moves it back to the 12. Pitch to Schools, trying to sweep left, and he's upended just inside the 15, back at the 14-yard line by Dan Melville.
Boy, did he feel that in a hurry. He saw that coming and filled that hole.
Now it's
3rd down and 12 to 13.
3rd and 12. Football at the 13-yard line. Unless the Wolverines do something here, they're going to squander
field
opportunity to get the ball in the end zone.
Look for the fade to Drake here.
Sheila in motion left. Pass in the end zone. Caught. Out of bounds. It's a good pass, good reception. Not enough real estate to Cody Gustafson.
Got to get some room there. No sense catching it out of bounds.
Amara will come on to attempt the field goal.
30-yard field goal.
Ball being spotted right at the 20-yard line. Tyler Gustafson, the hold. Chris Wolf to snap. The kick is up. And it is good.
Westminster has to be happy with their defense to hold them to 3 points on that.
That was a great opportunity.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Wolverines, they just couldn't convert. So this field goal comes at the 12:25 mark of the second quarter following that fumble. This time Morrow with a 30-yard field goal. So the fumbled kickoff recovered at the 11. Gets Grove City within 1 on that Morrow field goal, his second of the game.
Morrow to kick off.
It's going out of bounds.
Morrow's kick's going out of bounds up at the 20-yard line.
Starting
So they will
35.
bring it up and they will spot it at the 35. First and 10, Westminster at their own 35-yard line. They lead 7-6. And this is the 101st meeting between these two arch rivals.
Backyard rivalry, 7-6, close to the vest. Both teams playing excellent defense. Somebody's going to have to break through here.
A 3-man front for the Wolverines. It's Connor Lowe at the nose tackle, Chris Wolf, and Thomas Ellis, the defensive ends. Coming straight up over left guard and out to the 40-yard line for a pickup of 5.
Green on the run, brought down by Ellis. 5-yard gain.
That's Tyler Green.
2nd down and 5.
Give them 4. They're going to spot it at the 39.
Chris Wolf having to come out. Time that helmet comes off, he must sit one play.
Walker pitches back to Green, trying to sweep left. And there are red shirts everywhere. Stop him just shy of that first down. They're going to bring up a 3rd and 1 on the spot of the ball.
Pretty good pursuit there. It appeared that he had more room. That was a nice job of closing that down. It looked like they had more there.
Looked like Ellis on that right side, the defensive end, and then Ethan Conto out of Carn City High School, the right outside linebacker. Here's a 3rd and 1 now. Sweep to the right.
No,
He's not going to get it.
Did not make it. Nice defense.
Tyler Green denied by the left side of that defense.
Pat Mark was right there on that play, Eddie Patrick Mark.
And Parker Kilgore from his inside linebacking position, a huge stop.
Grovers are all geeked here. That was a nice play.
Lost a yard on a play. Punt from the 30, and a fair catch taken by Gustafson
18.
at his own 18-yard line.
The punt fielded and fair catch made by
10:33 to go here in the first half of play at Thornfield, campus of Grove City College, with the Westminster Titans leading the Grove City Wolverines 7-6. I think we expected a little more of a shootout.
Yeah, but you know, one of those rivalry games, close to the vest.
Those schools without their starting quarterbacks.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
Labrie was injured a few weeks ago. He had a fabulous year last year.
Right.
So the freshman East taking over, and there's Schools on the first carry.
Schools on the run.
Picks up 3 yards.
Schools will
Picks
sleep
up
well
more than that.
tonight.
I'm sorry. He picks up 8 yards.
Yeah, he did. He'll sleep well, Eddie.
Give him his 40 carries, George. I don't think it bothers him. There he has it again. This time, runs into 2 white shirts.
Nothing.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Nice job of filling that hole. Very nice.
Short gain. It is 3rd and 1 at the 27.
So brings up a 3rd and 1.
Ian Barr from State College made that play.
High snap to East, gives it to Schools. George, I don't think he made it.
Oh, no, he went backwards. They lost a yard
He
and a
got
half.
popped the left
Yeah.
side of that defense. Those 2 inside tackles, tough customers for Westminster, Joseph Lane and John Fitzgerald.
Schools on the run. Loss of 2. Gonzalez on the
So it's actually a loss of 2 on the play.
Oh, yeah.
So bring up a 4th and 3.
2nd and 2. 3rd and 2. 4th and about 3.5, almost 4.
Caleb Brake on to do the punting. They're going to stop this one.
Illegal procedure.
26.
These guys for Westminster, I like the 2 safeties back. I hate when the ball bounces, but that sun is right in their face.
It is now 4th and 8.
Paulinelli back there to receive, along with Connor Cox. A little unusual that you have 2 wide receivers back there to receive. I think there was a chance to block that one. Had someone laid out and
catch
I
that.
think that was lost in the sun.
Oh,
Paulinelli just made no effort to catch that punt. He would have had it on a fair catch up
There was
to
nowhere
35.
from it. No.
Instead, it goes all the way down and is marked at the 11-yard line.
See, I thought the idea of having 2 back there was to make sure you catch it. Flip the field, as you
I
say.
can't tell from my perspective, George, whether that was lost in the sun or not.
Well, no, it's very possible. They've lost one before.
1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 11-yard line. 8:38 to go here in the first half. They lead 7-6. Shimon Walker, the quarterback. He's going to hand it on a sweep to the left to Green. And he fights off one tackler, but not 2 or 3 more red shirts. The pursuit for Grove City on their defense has been outstanding this afternoon. Red
Without
shirts
a doubt.
everywhere.
Yes, sir. Paul Gonzalez in there, Eddie. Do we have him? Paul Gonzalez, did we have him in high school? I have to check. The name looks familiar.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Levito, the tight end, in motion. There's a quick pass over the middle, and it's to the tight end, Levito, who carries it out across the 20 to the 22-yard line in the first down. So Anthony Levito, 6'3", 220-pound tight end, came in motion, circled over the middle, makes the catch.
That was Daniel Jackson, number 10, from Brookfield, Connecticut, not Brookfield, Ohio.
1st and 10 out to the 22-yard line. Now Bryce Hill in a tailback, and he's a good 9 yards deep. Fake pitch, and they give it to him. It finds big running room straight up over the right guard, out across the 30, and up to the 35-yard line, and another first down for the Titans.
Big play there. That was a nice run. A little bit of a cutback, and nice positive yardage.
Seems to be hard to get to the outside of Grove City, so now you see Westminster trying to run it between the tackles, and that nice little pop pass over the middle of the tight end just opened things up for them here. Walker, and he's going to give the Bryce Hill left side, and nothing there.
Grove City defense, they fill in quickly. Excellent job. Patrick Mark, he's been filling there all day.
Give him 1 yard on the play. Conto, Mark, the right side of that defense. Ryan Appleby now in a defensive end. He's a freshman on the right side, and have another Westminster player down on the field.
Titans a little upset. I think they thought he was thrown down after the whistle.
That was Bryce Hill, the running back. So that would bring up a 2nd and 9 for Westminster. Now they're going to make it 2nd and 8. Football spotted out at the 37-yard line.
I think you're closer than they are.
Walker rolls right, dumps it off right through the hands, well, one hand.
I'm glad you said one hand.
He should have caught that pass.
Without a doubt.
There was nothing wrong with that pass. That's a catchable pass.
That's why, Eddie, I'm an old fart. He put one hand up. I know he would be standing right beside me.
3rd and 8. Incomplete pass, stopping the clock. We have 6:19 to go.
Bit of sun on the
Westminster leading 7-6. Here comes the blitz. Kilgore on the blitz. A pass over the middle.
Nice
it's complete.
Pass. Nice pass.
To Polinelli, and it's a first down out at the 49-yard line.
That was a nice pitch and catch, Polinelli. Nice job.
Caught Grove City in the blitz. Pick up a 12 on that pass play.
Put that ball right in the money, Ed.
Pretty good athlete is Shimon Walker. He made a number of nice passes on this drive. The one to Levito, the tight end, and this one here to Polinelli.
And even that swing pass could have been caught.
Yes, both of those passes for first downs. High snap, but Walker gets it, hands it off. And I believe that is Tyler Green, the ball carrier.
That's 6, Eddie.
Brought down by Kilgore. Gain of 6 for the Grove City 45.
No, that was Bryce Hill.
It is 2nd and 4 for the Titans.
Picks up 4.
Hill, 5'8", 175, junior.
Ball at the 46-yard line of Grove City. Here's Hill again. Finds a couple of yards off the left side.
3rd and 2.
Down to the 43-yard line to pick up a 3. 3rd and 1, it looks like to me. No, they have it spotted back. They had it spotted up, then they moved it back. So it will be 3rd and 2. Ball to 48.
You Grove City, you dare them to pass this. Put everybody up, dare them.
Excuse me, ball to 44. Walker throwing out here short. Had a man open, just couldn't get him the football. Bounce. Had Polinelli open for the first down.
Here's why I don't like that call. Now you have to punt. You needed less than 2 to keep the ball. Now you have to punt, and you're giving the ball back to Grove City with 4.5 left.
Had been doing a decent job of moving the ball on the ground.
Exactly. And obviously, long passes to the boundary aren't his forte.
Porter back to punt.
Got a piece, I think.
Wobbly kick. It's going to drop inside the 5, and will be down by Westminster at the 3-yard line.
The punt, 40 yards to the 3.
We have 4:25 to go here in the first half of play.
Now, if you're Grove City, you have to get 1 first down so you don't turn the ball over inside the 50. 1 first down is crucial. 2, you can get out around the 30. You can start using
You want to suck them up on first down on the play action to Wesley Schools?
No, I'm not taking any chance.
You want to play it safe?
No, I'm playing it safe. Field goal wins the game.
I mean, if you're going to throw, you're throwing it on first down on play action. If you're going to throw.
No.
Now, you know what Westminster's thinking, a steady diet of Schools.
Yes.
Offset, eye to the left. Here's Schools, left side. Comes out across the 5 and up near the 8-yard line.
Good for both. 2nd and 5 is very makeable.
Brought down by Luis.
It's what we expected to be somewhat of a shootout. It's turned into a defensive battle here at Thornfield.
Grovers are out of timeouts. West Mini has the full complement of 3.
East is going to throw, and he's throwing a home run ball down the left side. Interference. Interference against Westminster.
Aaron Pierce, 5'8", 165-pound corner.
I think that's his. Is that his second call? No, the other one was on the bursty.
So gives Grove City some room out of the shadows, but with no timeouts left, they're going to have to crack a big play here to get to midfield at some point. Start thinking field goal.
1st and 10. Moves the football out to the 23-yard line.
At the Grove City 23.
This guy doing? Too many conferences in this game. These guys are supposed to know what they're doing.
A lot of delays between plays.
A lot of talking. Too much talking.
What it does, and if a team does pick up a little bit of momentum, it's the officials who are killing the momentum.
Without a doubt. Shouldn't take 4 of them to put the ball in play after a penalty.
3:46 to go. Sheila comes in motion, left fake. Wesley Schools slant pass, and it is complete to Cody Gustafson up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 7.
Nice grab by Gustafson, nice throw.
2nd down and 3.
Pass complete from East to Gustafson.
The Wolverines don't have to hurry, but they still have to pick up, have a little bit of a pace here.
Oh, no timeouts left.
Sheila motion right, hand off to Schools, right side, and they're just waiting.
Of course, they're just thinking get out of this hole in case they have to kick. West Mini with 3 timeouts left. If they get the ball anywhere around the 40-yard line, they have all 3 timeouts.
That defense led by Fitzgerald stuffing up the run there. No gain, 3rd and 3.
Joe Lane's been in there too, big kid, 5'11", 265.
Out of the irons, hand off the left side and smacked up and dropped immediately out at the 31, maybe close to the 32-yard line.
Now see, if I'm West Mini, I use my timeout here. Grove City is going to run this thing all the way down under 2 minutes, and when you do get the ball back, you're going to have 1:35 instead of 2:10.
Big stop there by the middle linebacker, Paul Gonzalez. He's having an outstanding game. So with 2:18 to go and counting.
Break the punt. Paulinelli and Cox deep.
Grove City will kick it away. High snap.
Oh,
good high left-footed boot. Paulinelli takes it at his own 27-yard line.
42-yard punt, fair catch by Paulinelli.
1st and 10 for Westminster. At their own 27, they lead 7-6.
First down and 10 for Westminster.
We have just, 2 minutes plus about 3 seconds to go
2:03
in the first half of play. And you look at Westminster's touchdown. It came after a fumbled punt. They recovered at the
3-yard
Grove
line.
City 3-yard
Yeah.
line, punched it in on the next play by Isaiah Canton on a 3-yard run, and then followed by 2 Grove City field goals by Nick Morrow of 44 and 30 yards.
Blitz.
There was an attempt at a
34 was
screen, but
coming.
I didn't see any receiver. Complete mix-up. I think he was looking for Grice. But
Salerno was on him. He had
Grice
no
was
choice.
Grice was way wide to his left, and the screen pass was thrown to the right. There was no receiver in that vicinity.
Well, Salerno was coming in a hurry.
2nd and 10 at the 27.
2nd and 10.
Draw
the
play
Titans.
here for. No.
Here comes the
quarterback.
blitz, and
Okay.
Walker runs right by the blitz.
He's quick.
Picks up the first down out near midfield.
Gain of 19 yards to the 46. First
They
down.
have,
They bring it
all
back
3
and say he
timeouts.
went down at the 46-yard
Oh,
line.
he slid. He give himself up. When he does, it's where you start to slide.
It's still a pickup of 19 on the play for Walker.
Not
He's
that
going
in.
to keep it on the bootleg to the left. Has another first down all the way down to the 40-yard line of Grove City. Goes Shimon Walker, who's putting together a pretty good running game. He's going to approach 100 yards rushing in this game.
He's got a little quick to his game.
Well, he had 36 yards rushing in the first quarter, George, so he has to be up close to 80 yards.
Yes, sir. Nice play by the D there.
Run off the left side with
Grice on the right.
Giona Grice, and brought down once again on a fine open field tackle by Patrick Martin.
Patrick Martin's been in there big today. I can't wait to get the stats at halftime.
Solid job from his free safety position. 2nd and 8. Pass out and flat,
Nice.
and it is complete. And close to the first down. Should be enough for the first down at the 30-yard line.
They'll be up in that ball ready to snap at 59 seconds, 3 timeouts.
Connor Cox making the reception. I'll tell you something. Shimon Walker, I thought when he first came into the game to start, I said, you're going to see a lot of running plays, but he has shown us the ability he can throw the football.
Especially that short pass, he's pretty accurate.
Westminster will have first down and 10.
So it will be
at the
first and
Grove
10
City 29-yard line.
at the 29.
In scores from around the PAC. 3rd quarter in a weather delay. St. Vincent 21, Peel 7.
Just 59 seconds left here in the first half of play.
2 timeouts.
Westminster trying to add to their 1-point lead of 7-6.
And with 1 minute remaining in the third
Plenty of
quarter,
time with their 2 timeouts for them to be thinking end zone.
Oh,
That would be a huge momentum
No, they're not thinking
changer.
field goal at all.
Yesterday
No.
on campus, the Grove City College soccer team helped kick
It has
off
turned out to
homecoming
be a
weekend with pair of
beautiful
wins.
afternoon here for homecoming.
Oh, man,
Grove
there's a weather
City and
delay down in
Northfield.
the amazing.
Great. If you haven't been up here, you need to come up here. Great facilities, press boxes, field is just beautiful. What a gorgeous campus. Both schools,
Oh, no,
Westminster, been on that campus quite a few times.
Yeah, I live close by there. It's outstanding. This place is fin. And the treatment we get here, as we say,
Going back, if you did my graduate work there, and one of my professors for statistics was Dr. Harold Burry,
there you go.
the winningest coach in Westminster football history.
He knew how to get the W's.
Slant pass over the middle, whistles right through the hands of the intended receiver. Looked like he had a chance to hold on to it.
That ball's coming from the side, Eddie. He throws that ball almost down to 3/4, and I think you don't get a good look at it like you do when he's throwing from the top.
I believe that pass was intended for Garner. Bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 29. Walker, throw it down the middle, complete. He threw a dart, and then it's fumbled.
Yeah.
And picked up,
Oh, no catch.
calling it an incomplete
Oh, boy.
pass. Well, that pass right into the numbers
Now,
of Bryson Paulinelli.
now the rules of football move 2 steps, and they say no.
Walker's pass incomplete.
Would have been a 1st and 10 at the Grove City 11.
3rd and 10.
Set the game clock to 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
Outside of a couple short sideline passes, Walker's ability to throw the football has been right on the money
Yeah,
here
he's a little
today.
mustard on it. As I said, it just comes out so low.
Westminster has
And I've
third
tried to
down
think
and
if Dr.
10
Burry
at the
won a
14
couple of
yard.
national championships at Westminster. I would
Yeah.
think at least. Oh, he had a number of undefeated teams. Walker back. Here comes the pressure. Runs away from it. Plenty of room. Straight up the middle. And he stumbles and goes down, but did he pick up the first down before he went down? He did.
Yes, he did.
Down inside the 20 and down to the, I'm going to say they're going to spot it at the 12-yard line.
Westminster.
Pick up a 17 on a play. He's dangerous.
Oh, no kidding.
Keona Grice, left side,
They can use timeout right now.
gets it down inside the 15-yard line. The ball was actually spotted, I'm sorry, at the 18-yard line.
Kilgore on the tackle.
So they take a timeout. They have a timeout remaining.
Second down and 7 at the 14 after the timeout.
26 seconds. They could use that 35. They let Grove City melt off the clock for 4th down.
2nd and 7 at the 14. So listen, I'm going to put the ball in Walker's hands and let him look downfield. No one's there. He has the ability to take off and run.
Well, with 26 seconds, if he doesn't make the first down, you're probably going to have to use your last timeout either to throw one to the end zone or get your field goal team on. They know what their kicker's range is. From the 19, it would be 36 yards.
Coming up at halftime, we will have the
26 seconds remaining.
As well as the coronation of the homecoming court for 2018.
It's 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line. One timeout remaining. And if they're going to have the field goal, they have, they have this play. If you don't make it, well, then you have to think about the field goal.
Well, they could down. This is 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 7, right?
Yeah, so they could down the ball if they chose. They're throwing to the end zone here, Ed.
Now he's going to roll right, gets away from the pressure, lobs it, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Smart play. No one open, throws it away. Bring up 3rd and 7.
With a timeout left, you got the whole playbook.
3rd and 7 at the 14.
Substitutions.
They can get a first down at the 3, Ed. No, at the 7. I'm sorry.
At the 7. It's 3rd and 7 at the 14. Keona Grice. And there's a pass over the middle. Complete. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 4.
They're going to have to clock the ball.
Pass complete to Paulinelli.
They're going to clock this.
Paulinelli on that reception.
1st and goal.
Yep.
And he spikes it right there at the 5-yard line.
12 seconds, one timeout. You can run the ball.
Walker spikes the ball. It is 2nd and goal at the
I don't think
5.
we've seen him run some down-the-line option with Walker. I don't know if they have that.
No, he's got the feet.
Also, do you chance to run a quarterback draw here? I mean, any opening, he's going to pop it right into the end zone.
If he doesn't make the end zone, you got your timeout for your field goal. You just can't get sacked or run around back there. I've seen the quarterback for Houston run around in the game end. You can't do that.
They're strong to the right side. Walker back to throw, fires over the middle. Pass tipped away at the last second, but they're
smart
call
play.
Pass interference.
Doesn't matter.
Right at the goal line.
It's half the distance. I think he was outside, so it goes to the
looked like
3.
a touchdown.
Oh, it's a smart play.
That call on the strong safety, Daniel Jackson.
I'm surprised more people don't tell their kids, interfere every play. They're going to have to kick a field goal.
Now here's the thing. There's, 8 seconds
Yeah,
left.
they got one play.
The ball's on 1. Now, the quarterback hasn't been under center yet. You would think this calls for quarterback sneak at this point, but he's yet to be under center.
Well, he was under center when he downed the ball. He has to be. The ball's on the 2. They got one play.
1st and goal at the 2 for Westminster.
They're going to play these 2 receivers man-to-man and put 9 men up.
1st and goal at the 2.
Here they come.
Walker. He's going to keep it. Tries to get to the outside. Caught. Dragged.
Touchdown.
He reaches in for the score.
Nice. That's individual effort there. Big play. 4 seconds.
Walker on the run. It is a 2-yard run for a touchdown. Touchdown Westminster.
That
Big
coming
play.
with 4 seconds.
Back to attempt the conversion. Paulinelli is the holder.
Walker on a 2-yard run. Cyback, who's 14 of 15 PATs this year.
Point's huge. Forces Grove City to go for 2 at
Low
some
snap,
point.
but a good hold.
He
The
got it
kick
up.
is up, and it is good.
The conversion is good. Your score, Westminster 14, Grove City 6.
That makes it 14-6 in favor of Westminster. That's a huge drive here at the end of the first half, George.
Without a doubt. Big play. Just individual effort. They had him stop. He reached the ball over the goal line. Nice play.
11 plays, 73 yards. And give a lot of credit to the legs and arm of Shimon Walker.
Without a doubt. Nice play. Now, third quarter, the sun's going to be in Grove City's face when they take the kick.
Dylan Kidder to kick off.
I'm going to squib this now.
Woodford and Ross deep.
I would think so.
Nope, kicked it deep.
Different kicker. It was Dylan Kidder kicking. And a fumble on the ball, but Grove City falls right on it.
That's the half.
The end of the first half.
Cameron Roth on that return, and that ends the first half of play. But the score, the Westminster Titans 14, the Grove City Wolverines 6. Take a quick look at the scoring. Westminster scored first following a turnover, recovered muff punt at the Grove City 3-yard line. First play, Isaiah Canton on a 3-yard run, side back the kick, and it was 7-0 Westminster at the 8:31 mark there of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Grove City came back on a 51-yard drive, culminated by a 44-yard field goal by Nick Morrow. That narrowed it to 7-3. Grove City, following a fumbled kickoff, they took advantage of a 30-yard field goal by Morrow, and that made it 7-6 at the 12:55 mark of that second quarter. And then Westminster finished out the scoring here in the second half with a drive in the waning minutes. They went 11 plays and 73 yards with Shimon Walker on a 2-yard run, side back the kick, 14-6, and that's the way it is here at the half, George.
Yeah, just what you thought. Backyard brawl, close game all the way. Could come down to the final possession, and the fact that Grove City at some point is going to have to make a 2-point do something.
And the thing that stands out, the first field goal by Morrow, 44-yarders, no question about that. The second field goal came after Grove City squandered a great opportunity when they had the ball at the 11-yard line and couldn't get it in the end zone, and that was big for Westminster, and we stand here 14-6 at the half. Enjoy our halftime performance by the Grove City College Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Mr. Andrew Irv, with assistance of Glenn Cameron, Douglas May, Patrick Baldwin, Taylor Braxton, Charles Litterick, Cassie Cook, Steve Florian, and field leadership of drum majors Brandon Johnson and Megan McGinnis, spoilers Emily Wink, Tyler Thompson, and Lauren Foster, Marquette captain Emily Watterson, color guard captain Sarah Grayberg, and band president Julie Wilson. This is the voice of the Wolverine Marching Band, Jeffrey Spade, and I welcome you to the Grove City College Wolverine Marching Band performance. Our 2018 halftime show opens with a fiery Latin jazz piece originally recorded by the Stan Kenton Orchestra in 1959 at the annual Newport Jazz Festival, featuring trumpet soloist Sarah Dawson and color guard soloist Katie Miller. We hope you enjoy our opener, La Suerte de los Santos. We continue our show with a song originally recorded in 1967 by Bob Dylan and further popularized by Jimi Hendrix through his 1968 recording. This piece appeared in many movies, including American Beauty and Forrest Gump, as well as being featured on The Simpsons and the Guitar Hero 5 video game. We hope you enjoy the bombastic sounds of All Along the Watchtower. Our show continues as we feature our twirlers, marquettes, and color guard in a piece originally recorded in 2016 by Bruno Mars. If you listen closely enough, you might also notice a magnificent triangle solo by freshman front ensemble member Margaret Gagne. Sit back, tap your toes, and enjoy the driving rhythm and excitement of 24 Karat Magic. The show concludes with a stirring arrangement of a song by the Moody Blues, recorded in 1967 and reaching number 19 on the UK singles chart, featuring soft-voiced trumpet soloist Mark Matthews, a duet by junior trumpeters Jordan Ronaldo and Christopher Woollard, and color guard soloist Sarah Grayburn. We hope you enjoy our performance of Nights in White Satin. let's hear it for your 2018 edition of the Grove City College Wolverine Marching Band.
Here at halftime, the score is Westminster 14 and Grove City 6. Let's take a look at the first half statistics. In first downs, Westminster 11, Grove City 6. Rush yards 111 for the Titans and 71 for Grove City. Passing yards 68 for Westminster, 28 for Grove City. Westminster 7 of 17 passing, Grove City 3 of 8. Total offensive plays and yards, 41 plays, 179 yards for the Titans, 28 plays and just 99 yards for Grove City. In the area of interceptions, no interceptions. Punt averages, 4 punts, an average of 48 yards per punt for Westminster and 45 yards an average on 3 punts for Grove City. Fumbles for Westminster 3, they lost 1. 2, Grove City, they lost 1. Penalties, 2 penalties on the Titans for 20 yards, 3 on the Wolverines for 13 yards. The time of possession's just about even, 15:31 for Westminster and 14:29 for Grove City. That long drive at the end of that first quarter, that 73-yard drive for Westminster put them up 14-6 here at the half. Their first touchdown came on that fumbled punt, and then Isaiah Canton's 3-yard run immediately on the first play from scrimmage. Grove City with a 44-yard field goal from Morrow. He did kick another one, 30-yarder, but that 30-yarder was a result of Grove City blowing an opportunity when they had a 1st and 10 at the 11 following a turnover by Westminster.
In a close game like this, you can't afford to squander an opportunity like that, field position, taking the ball over in plus territory. You must convert. Typical rough, tough, neighborhood type brawl, and as you said before, you have to convert. You get that ball in a turnover, you need 6.
And the leading rusher in the game is quarterback Shimon Walker of Westminster, 9 carries for 83 yards, the longest 25. Grove City, it's Wesley Schools, 17 for 68, longest for 20. The passing department, the Grove City is hurting there. Josh East, only 3 of 8 for 28 yards. And Shimon Walker, 6 of 15 for 54 yards, and he had a couple of drops too. So here we go to start the second half of play. Somehow, some way, Grove City's going to have to generate some type of a passing attack to stay with Westminster here in the second half. We know Schools can run, but they have to be able to throw the ball too.
Yeah, they've thrown enough short outs that maybe they're trying to set something up, but it appears that Westminster's confident to come up and press the receivers and cover them.
We had rain here early at the start of this, before the start of the game, I should say, but boy, it has stopped and the sun has come out and the humidity is up. Westminster will kick off to start this second half.
Kidder to kick off for
Dylan Kidder to kick off.
Woodford and Ross Beach for Grove City.
And here we go, the second half, we are underway. At the 10 is Roth. Finds some running room down the sideline and whipped out of bounds just shy of the 40 in front of the Westminster bench.
Well played game, just a couple penalties on each team, Eddie, as you said. Old school football field position. I haven't used the term field position since they went to the spread.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which they're saying was at the 27. So that should move it back to the 17. Nullifies a nice kickoff return.
See that referee shielding his face. I think we're not aware of just how bad that sign is going left to right.
That's attributed to the fumble, I think. That
Without
time.
a doubt. Here comes your pass.
Long pass down the sideline. Complete. Nice turnaround. And a reception made there by Cameron Drake.
Nice catch by Drake. I think, Eddie, if you put the ball up to him a little bit, one-on-one, he'll come down with it.
It is a gain of 38 yards to the Westminster
38 yards on that pass and run play.
First and 10 at the 45.
So that one pass there exceeded the yards passing in the first half for East, who only had 28. Schools, left side, finds a crease, puts his head down, bangs it inside the 40 and down to the 38-yard line.
Nice gain on first down. Second and short. Nice job by Grove City. The line doing their part.
Pick up a 7 down at the 38. The Wolverines picking up the pace a little bit. Quick to the line of scrimmage. 2 H-backs. Fake the Schools. Pass, dart down the right sideline. He's there.
Yes,
sir.
It.
Where are they going to spot him? Right at the 1-yard line on a diving catch.
Great catch
by Cody Gustafson.
And where was that the first half?
I like the way Grove City's come out the second half and said, let's start opening things up.
Let's do this. Beautiful pass, laid it in perfect. Great layout for the catch. First and goal at the 1.
So 2 pass plays here for East, and he's with about 75 yards on 2 pass plays. Now the shift to the right.
This is Schools all the way here, Ed.
Schools off the left side, and he's in for the score. Running behind his 250-pound fullback, Bobby Jędrzejewski from Freeport High School.
Having another guard back there, Ed.
Wow, how fast.
They're not chasing it. Good football, not chasing it.
Schools on that 1-yard run. Morrow on the kick. The kick is up, and it is good.
I wouldn't be afraid to let him attempt the winning field goal, would you?
No. 14-13. Westminster by 1. 83 yards in 4 plays
1
for
minute
Grove
and
City to
16
start
seconds.
the second
How
half.
about that? 76 seconds.
So 2 pass plays, picked up 66 yards, and East in the first half was 3 of 8 for 28 yards. So that's good for him that Coach DiDonato says, I have confidence in you.
Right.
Forget about the first half. We're going to air it out here to start the second half. I think they caught the Westminster defense a little off guard.
Well, the first pass was a 50-50 ball. That second pass, he couldn't have laid it in any better if he dropped it from sky. Beautiful throw. Yeah, the sun
Morrow's
went in.
kick
These guys
just
got
pops
a break.
it up, taken at the 11-yard line, and a return. Oh, finds a seam across the 30, the 40. 1 man to beat. That's the kicker, and he's gone by him. Goodbye. Down the sideline. David. No, that's not David Fleming. Check that. That's. Now they have 2 17s. That's Vincent Giles. Too many 17s out there.
Vincent didn't leave any doubt on that one. Once he got past the front wave, he was gone. Kicker tried to pin him to the sideline. It's too much speed.
Well, and the difference of 12 seconds. 89-yard kickoff return. You knew when he only had the kicker to beat. There's nothing Morrow can do. He's a big offensive lineman. And if your guy can't beat the kicker open field.
He's not going to.
Side backs kick.
The kick is good. It's
And it is good.
21.
Huge play for Westminster. What an answer. Minute 16, and they come back and answer immediately.
We saw it. He popped it right below us at the 30-yard line, and he just had the proverbial one man to beat.
Isn't it ironic, though,
And
Ed?
Vincent Giles did.
The sun was out, and that end of the field was a problem. They weren't seeing the kickoffs. Westminster receives it, the sun goes in, and the kid takes it back 80 yards. Incredible.
21-13, just like that.
Just like
Sudden
that.
change. So we've had 4 offensive plays, 1 kickoff return, and 2 touchdowns, and there's 13:32 remaining on the clock
Yeah.
here in the third quarter.
Exactly. First half was rather pedestrian. This one, wow. Fast as any cause of what's coming, we're going to have a great second half.
Dylan Kidder to tee it up and kick it off.
Kidder to kick off. Woodward
Back
and
deep for
Ross
Grove
East.
City, Marcus Woodward. And Cameron Roth. Roth had a good return, nullified by a holding penalty. It's Woodward. It's Roth again. Out across the 20. And out over the 30 and up to the 33-yard line.
Roth on the run back.
Like 2 different halves. Like the first half was in black and white, the second half was in color. They're opening this thing up.
1st and 10 for Grove City at their own 32-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Schools. Hull off the right side, out over the 35 and up to the 37-yard line. Pick up a 5.
Talk about a workhorse, Eddie. That is the definition of a workhorse.
Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 to 38.
Make it 2nd and 4, give him an extra yard out to the 38. Schools again off the left side. He's going to be stopped short, a yard of the first down. 3rd and 1.
Schools on the run. Gonzalez and Lane.
You have to run them again now, don't you, Ed?
3-yard gain.
I would think so.
3rd down and 1 at the 41.
Quarterback sneaked by East,
Push them forward.
and he gets a nice push from
The old
his
Bush push,
H-back,
huh?
Jake
You remember that, don't you?
Sheila.
The Bush push?
I was at that game.
Wow.
East on the run.
You can't pull them, but you can push them.
1st down, Grove City.
1st and 10, Grove City,
1st and 10 at the
out at the 43-yard line. 12:20 to go here in the third. 21-13, Westminster. East under pressure, rolls to his right,
Keep it. Attaboy. That's it.
eludes 1 tackler, gets out across the
It's
45.
a flag. I think they were holding the receiver, Eddie, out there around the 50.
Bar on the tackle.
Picked up 4 on the run. Let's see the flag.
They had a safety over top there. That was not one-on-one coverage on the right.
Officials conferring. They've done a lot of that here this afternoon.
This was okay. The couple of times were unnecessary. Holding, I thought, yeah.
Defensive holding.
First down.
Automatic first down.
Looked like you were trying to set that same pass up, maybe that out and up.
I think so, George.
I saw the receiver. He definitely got mugged. That was the right call.
March the penalty off and spot the ball at the 43. Schools bounces it out to the right side. Finds it going tough. Just gets a yard maybe. Down to the 42.
Schools on the run. Brought down by Thomas. Short gain, 2nd and 9 at the 42.
Jason Leone there on the outside for the stop for the Wolverines, along with Marvin Labursti. Brings up a 2nd and 9. Schools, not much. 1 yard to the 41, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 8.
Brought down by Lane. Gain of 1.
Well, you think couple long passes, open up the running game in the inside. Westminster not having it.
No, not right now. You're going to have to loosen them up a little bit.
Double slot formation for the Wolverines. Now Westminster in a three-man front. They drop one of their defensive linemen.
Just rush 3.
East. Time. Now he's going to run straight up the middle.
Attaboy.
And he gets a first down.
Nope, short.
Is he short?
No. The referee waved it, then he
it.
moved it up. I thought he was short. The ref acted like he was stopping, then he moved it. He got it by about a half an inch.
They spot
Half
the
a
ball
yard.
at the 33-yard
Got
line
it. Yeah.
for the first down. 8 on the nose.
Yeah.
10 at the 33.
They were man to man, and they just took it, stepped back, and took off.
First and 10 for the Wolverines at the Westminster 33. The Titans up 21-13. Following an electrifying 89-yard kickoff return by Vincent Giles. There's Schools. He's going to crack the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Pick up a 6.
5 yards to the 28.
And the ring back spotted at the 28, so give him 5.
4 down territory now, Ed.
East going to run it himself off the left side. It just
Okay.
kind of hopped down to the 31-yard line.
Well, you got 2 downs to make 2 yards. You want to throw one to the end zone here and come back, or you going to run it and get the first down?
Excuse me, inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 3. 2 receivers flank wide to the right. East down the middle, caught inside the 3 and down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal.
Nice catch. Excellent
Cameron
job.
Drake on the reception.
Drake, take that one-on-one ball anytime. That 50-50 ball, just throw it up for Drake, Eddie.
Gain of 25. So 3 passes here in the second half for East, George, and he's picked up 91 yards on 3 passes when he was only 3 of 8 for 28 in the first half. That's how you build confidence in your quarterback.
Run right.
Sheila, motion right, hand off to Schools, touchdown. Maybe we are going to get the shootout we expected.
Going for 1. What do you chase this, Eddie? What do you go after this to? 4th quarter only?
I'm not, George, they have a chart. I forget what that chart says, but I think they're put themselves in a position here. I don't know. I don't know that it hurts to go for 2 at this point, but when they have that chart, they pretty much stick to it. And the kick is blocked.
They can run this back.
They can, but they're letting it go. And there's a flag down.
Maybe that's why they blocked it. Offside. Let's see the call. Oh, they're going for 2 if they get it half the distance. Yep. That's what it is. Yeah.
So it'll be half the distance.
They'll go for 2 now. Yeah.
We'll have to scrunch up one of these charts that they use. So one of the
but I'm saying, but down,
assistant coaches
but down
has
2's a 2, but it's just a question of how early it is. It's not the number that I'm wondering. I'm wondering about when you decide.
I would go for the 2.
You chase. Well, they're going for it now from the 1, that's for sure.
21-20 or 21-19, you still would need a field goal to win.
Right. But see if they get another, what happens if they get another touchdown, they put it out of reach at 19. It's not out of reach at 20. He's going to sneak this. No,
Takes
he's
the
rolling it out.
He's
He's in.
right. He's going to keep it. And he
No.
stopped.
Oh, I thought he
He
could fall
stopped.
forward.
Looked
No.
like he had it in.
Yes, it did.
And all of a sudden, 4 white shirts from the Westminster defense threw up a wall and stopped East right at the 1-yard line.
I wonder if he could have, you know, just taken a dive there at about the 1.
I thought that's what he was
had
going
the
to
corner. Yeah.
So score remains 21-19. Now Grove City here in the second half, 2 possessions, 83-yard drive in 4 plays, 68-yard drive in 11 plays. They had 99 yards offense
Total.
in that first half, and already here in this third quarter with 8:37 to go, George, they have 151
Did
yards.
you think he had that corner?
I thought he had it.
Me too. I thought he was going to dive in.
I think he thought he had it too,
I
and
do.
then Westminster never gave up.
No, they
Looked
did.
like no one was there, and suddenly
Yeah.
3 or 4 white shirts appeared there.
And to Westminster's credit, he didn't fall forward.
$8:37 to go. You know how many offensive plays Westminster's had?
None.
None.
Yeah, they ran the kickback. Yeah, 8 minutes, 7 had the ball. Sun's down, so the kick shouldn't be a problem. The kickoff. They were giving people fits in the first half of that sun.
Morrow to kick off. Giles deep.
There you go with Coach Andrew DiDonato. Even though he struggled in that first half, 3 for 8 for 28 yards. We only see him here in the game. He sees him all week and
Sure.
every day in practice, so he
Sure.
knows the kid has a good arm.
Yeah.
And he exhibited that here in this second half. And so that's coach building confidence in
Yes.
this young freshman
Yes.
quarterback.
And let's add something, too. Both those receivers look like they can win a battle on a 50-50 ball.
Morrow to kick it off.
Popped it up.
Taken by Giles at the 22. And he's not going to return this one. He's wrapped up and dropped at the 27.
Little pop-up kick to make sure no run back on that one.
The ball's at the 27-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 27-yard line. 8:30 to go here in the third quarter of play. Westminster on top of Grove City, 21-19. Walker is going to give it to Grice. He's going to pick up 4 out across the 30 to the 31, but there's a penalty marker thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play.
Called just as the ball was
Holding.
snapped. It's holding. A 10-yard penalty will make it 1st and 20 from the 17.
Holding, offense number 50. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Boy, nothing like starting in the hole 1st and 20, huh?
Double slot formation for the Titans. Walker, plenty of time, fires down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by Westminster, by Grove City's Daniel Jackson, inside the 20, the 10, the 5, still spinning, churning, before he's wrapped. Now you gotta push him in, does he score?
Touchdown! Oh,
They
some
give
guy,
him
they're
a
going to put it
score.
in a 1-inch.
They're going to blow the whistle and say he was down at the 1. Daniel Jackson, the senior strong safety,
Terrific
turns
run
into
back, too.
defensive play of the game.
Saw that one coming. What can't you do, Ed? Throw high over the middle. 6'1", 200 pounds. Got to the inside the 1-yard line. Hope Wesley's
Wow,
not
has this
too
game
tired.
changed?
Hey, hope Wesley's not too tired, Eddie, because he's carrying this if he's not. Wow, I'm surprised 1st and 20th inside like that, throwing the ball.
Thought the pass was going to be caught at first.
It looked high to me. I thought he was touchdown.
And a keeper and a touchdown.
Going for one.
What
they're
a
not chasing.
second half for Grove City. Their 3rd touchdown here in 8 minutes. Now they're going to go for 2. They lead 25-21.
No, they're going to kick it.
Are they going to kick
Well, the
it?
kicker's out
Morrow's out there.
The 5 is when they normally go for 1 here, unless it's late. But they don't seem like they have any interest in chasing. I'll give them credit. Wow, that shouldn't have.
I'm going to call unofficially Jackson's interception return of 44 yards. I thought it was somewhere near midfield.
It was.
Around a 45.
I think getting to the 1, I think it might have been closer to 47, 48. I thought he got the ball at about the 49. But it was tipped, as you say. This shouldn't matter here, this extra point. You agree?
No.
He gets it up pretty quick. Watch out. I don't want to jinx him.
Morrow's kick, it is up. It is high enough,
Yeah.
and it is good. 26-21. Wow, we thought, boy, this offense looks dead.
If you had the under, you were happy at halftime. If not now, boy, they're going up and down here like
we were
it's
just
crazy.
saying, boy, this is a defensive struggle.
Yeah.
It's exploded. 4 touchdowns here
Yes,
in
sir.
the first 8 minutes.
Wow.
Less than 8 minutes.
Amazing.
7 minutes and whatever, 9 seconds or something like that. I'm running out of scoring paper.
You're going to pop his kick up again, right?
That's what he's been doing.
Morrow to kick off. Giles deep, along with Hill.
Yep.
It's really short this time. And it's taken by their fullback, and that's Chase Collinson on his short return of good field position out to the 37-yard line.
Pfeiffer on the tackle. Westminster has the ball 1st down and 10. The ball's at the 34.
Grove City in this 3rd quarter, George, they've had 18 offensive plays. Westminster, 2.
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10 for Westminster. Here's a jet sweep to the right. Come the red shirts, and Bryce Hill's going to be stopped for no gain. Great pursuit.
Great pursuit. Excellent job. Terrific defense there.
All those
Parker
defensive
Kilgore
players.
was right there, too.
Parker Kilgore was right there, and Luke Salerno was there, along with Patrick Mark.
East Eddie, 6 for 11, 128 yards. Big 3rd quarter.
No gain, 2nd and 10 for the Titans. George, I think it's been about 3 or 4 years since Grove City's defeated. There's another high pass over the head of his intended receiver.
Walker's pass incomplete, intended for Lodi. 3rd and 10 for 34.
And you know, who was looking at that one was Patrick Mark was looking to pick that one off.
Yeah, he's had a nice game. He's got 3 assisted, 4 unassisted, 7 tackles. Big play of the game right here.
3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz. All the linebackers are
Nice
coming. It looked like
outside.
a holding call. Walker gets away from it, turns upfield,
Right
and
at
goes
the
out
stick.
right at the down marker. And there's an injured Grove City player at the 38-yard line. Now, did Walker go out of bounds or knocked out of bounds?
They got him short.
Before. He looks like he's a yard short.
Walker on the run, Jackson on the tackle.
4th down. You risk it here, you punt it.
I'm gonna punt it here, George.
He surely had the corner, but I think Grove City is saying, well, if he can pass the ball, let's see. He's hit some nice, those intermediate routes, short routes, but he's much more dangerous with his feet.
So they spot the ball at the 43.
About a yard?
I would say it's 1 yard. 6:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Grove City with 20 points so far in this 3rd quarter to take the 26-21 lead. And much of the damage done, the passing arm of Josh East.
Yeah. 2 nice receptions.
It is 4th and 1 at the 43.
Trying to blow him off sides, and then punt, or you going?
Sam Henson coming off the field under his own power.
Yeah, he was down for a second there.
Looked
nice
like
to see him walk off.
Yeah, a block. Blindside block.
They're going for it.
They're going to go for it. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Walker under center. He's going to keep it, takes it to the outside, and gets a 1st down. I think he wanted to go straight ahead, and he read that, George.
15.
There's a penalty marker down. We're going to get a late hit, 15-yard penalty against the Wolverines.
Walker
Never a good idea.
Flags on the play.
Started to go behind his left guard. Salt was bunched, took it off to the outside. When you're athletic like Shimon Walker, you can do that.
That's that quickness factor.
So he picked up 4 out to the 47.
Dead ball, personal foul, hit number 51.
So they're going to add 15 yards onto that.
37. Where are they moving from the 46?
Should be to the
39.
Right. They're marching it off now.
It is 1st and 10 for Westminster.
Right at the 39-yard line. Personal foul adds 15 on it. Changing quarterbacks. Straight up the middle with plenty of running room and close to another 1st down.
When Castro came in, he has to come out when his helmet's knocked off.
Tyler Green, the ball carrier, picks up 9. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 30. Walker. Inside handoff and a 1st down. Down to the 27-yard line, pick up a 3.
On the run. Brought down by Kilgore and Henson. Gain of 3 for the Grove City 27. With a 1st down for Westminster.
1st and 10, Westminster at the 27 of Grove City. Grove City leading 26-21. Walker's going to keep it straight up the middle and gets bounced forward down to the 20, maybe the 19-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 20, pickup of 7.
Walker on the run, brought down by Conto. Gain of 7 to the 20.
He's got nice moves. He's shifty. Good quickness.
So Westminster with a drive that started at their own 37-yard line, now have it 2nd and 3.
Penalty yardage.
Just 5 minutes roughly to go here, a little more than 5 to go here in the 3rd quarter with Grove City up 26-21. Walker, and hand off to Green, powers his way for the 1st down inside the 15, down near the 13-yard line.
West Minnie having their way now, just rushing straight ahead.
Right side of that offensive line with Cameron Micah, 6'3", 290, and Nick Lamandario, 260 on the right side, and their center Braden Haig at 270. 1st and 10. Walker's going to keep it off the right side, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yep. Go for 2. Up 1, I'd say. They are.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Flag on the play.
Oh, no. Now he's asking Westminster, so the touchdown's good. He's asking them, do you want it on the kickoff or do you want to take it now on the 1?
After the touchdown, a dead ball, personal foul, number 37.
They hit him in the end zone.
Another personal foul.
He tackled him about 3 yards deep.
So this Westminster touchdown coming at the 4:16 mark on a 13-yard run.
It is a 13-yard touchdown run for Walker. Westminster will attempt the conversion.
Go for 2, and that penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Walker, high snap to him, and the roll to his right. Rolling, running, and he's short. Knocked out of bounds.
The 2-point conversion fails. The score Westminster 27, Grove City 26.
27-26. We got a ball game here, Ed. Now they'll get the kick off from the 50. Would you squib it? Would you pop it up or just kick it out? And
I would just kick it out. It's been a wild, explosive third quarter.
What do you think about moving that back to the kickoff and not taking that ball in the 1 if you're going for 2?
I don't know. I think it. They're going to march it off now, George.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. He had his choice though. He could have had it on the point.
Right.
I guess they figured if they can make 1, they can make 2.
Kidder will kick off.
Now, what do you want to just kick it through, or
no? I'd pop it up. Hope for a mistake. That's just me. Watch, they'll kick it out and down to shop and save.
Here's Kidder's boot, and it'll sail in the end zone for a touchback.
The kick goes into the end zone. It is a touchback.
That's 63-yard drive for the score by Westminster. 10 plays.
Turning in the last team with the ball wins. Grove City must answer down a point.
A tale of 2 halves in this half has been explosive.
Yeah. 20 points in the first half, 33 in the third quarter with 4 minutes plus.
Wolverines down by 1, 27-26. Wesley Schools, no, that's not Schools. That's his backup, Zach Trusky, on a sweep to the right.
Nice run.
Number 28, Zach Trusky on the run. DeBarice on the tackle.
Gets it out to near the 30-yard line, and there's an injured Westminster critter down. Actually, they spot the ball out at the 31, so it was a pickup of 6.
The heat looks like it's taking a toll. Guys falling down pretty frequently. They didn't have this
it looks
weather
like
to
they're
practice
working on a leg, so it could be a leg cramp.
Sure.
Well, they seem to be working on a left leg.
In scores from around the President's Athletic Conference, fourth quarter, Waynesburg 21, Carnegie Mellon 21.
Bob, this is a big game for both teams because for Grove City, George, it gets them to even on a season. Last year, 4-5, blew that second half lead against Juniata, would have had a winning season. So this is a big step forward for them. Beat your arch rival on homecoming, and it moves them up the ladder in the conference play at 2 and 3. It puts them right behind Westminster. They would be 3 and 2. For Westminster to win, they then fall right in line with the loser of the W and J and Case Western Reserve games.
Yeah, WJ won.
The game has huge implications for both teams.
Yeah. You don't win. We're not getting 2 teams in the playoffs. That's pretty certain. But that ECAC bowl is always something to shoot for.
2nd and 4. Fake. East. Back to throw. Wants to throw deep.
There.
Down has a man open. Caught on a great reception by Cameron Drake. All the way down to the 25 of Westminster.
Drake can catch the ball, buddy. Plain and simple. Cameron Drake can catch the ball.
44 yards on that pass play.
It's from Central Valley.
I just like the way Coach Donato's come out here in the second half and opened it up.
Without a doubt. These receivers can catch a ball. This kid can catch.
What a big second half for East. Now he's going to keep it. Quarterback draw. Finds some squeeze room off the right side and takes it down to the 21-yard line and pick up a 4.
Hey, Eddie, Central Valley had 2 kids invited to the combine. Now, when's the last time one high school had 2 kids at the combine? Whitehead and Foster were both there. Incredible.
Both H-backs in the lineup for Grove City. Schools, nowhere to go.
Nice play. Came right
darting through and making that outstanding play.
97, John Fitzgerald, 6'2", 275.
He's been so strong for Westminster defensively all day long.
Big kid. Ooh.
Loss on the play of 4 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Back at the 25.
Can't take a sack here. They're right at the edge of field goal range.
Here comes the pressure off the corner. East to throw. Completion to Cameron Drake.
Short. 4th and 2. You kicking a field goal, you're going for it. Field goal.
I'm going for the field goal. The ball spotted right at
they're going for it.
17-yard line.
They're going. So blow them off sides. Nope.
Quarterback sneak. East gets the push.
This guy's right on the line. The guy on our side has the first down. Guy on the other side looks like he's right on the line.
And Sheila, the H-back, on a push, he comes up limping. And they're umpiling, and it's pretty close.
Oh, it's right on the line. They got it by about.
They got it. I see now the
by
ball
much.
Clearly spotted at the 15.
Do you like that, being able to push from behind?
You know what? I didn't at first, but now I don't know what the rule. It's like a scrum when they get together.
Yeah,
You've
just
seen
push,
it in the NFL. Even they push them. At one time, that was illegal.
I see why.
1st and 10 to 15. Schools darts it outside, gets a block, turns it in, and makes 4 yards out of almost nothing. And there was a holding penalty right at the 15-yard line.
Holding, 71 offense. 10-yard penalty.
I don't know. Make it 1st and 20 and move it back to the 25-yard line. We're down to the final minute. 49 to go here in this crazy 3rd quarter of football.
Excellent game. Turned out to be a great game.
14-6 at the half.
Yeah.
We said no, not much of a passing game at all by Grove City, but East has opened it up. I say he has 150 yards passing here in the second half. Schools hits a wall, bounces outside, reverses his field, and really doesn't get anything out of it.
Wesley doing a lot of shifting there. I'll tell you what, he's earned his pay today, whatever it is. Got to have 25, 30 carries, no?
Be close to it.
So
at the 750 mark, he had 25. Oh, he's got to have 30. 32 carries.
Picks up a couple of yards on that play. Well, they'll give him 3.
Timeout.
Well, so
Injury
impressed with Grove City's receivers,
Mm-hmm.
Cody Gustafson and Cameron Drake. Boy, they go up and go for the ball. Just get it there to them.
Yeah.
Gustafson second in the President's Athletic Conference in receptions.
You can see
coming
why.
into this game with 30 for 423 yards and 6 touchdowns. So he gets another touchdown here this afternoon. Let's say at George, 4 to 5 catches.
Look for this
There's
ball.
a fake.
There he is.
There's a float into the end zone.
No.
It's going to be intercepted.
Oh!
Drop
Had the
by
ball.
the free safety, Miguel Luis.
Oh, Miguel wants that one back. That's huge in field goal range.
Unfortunately, you can't get those back.
It looked like it was to him. He timed it and went right in.
No, he did exactly what a free safety should do. He sat back there, followed the ball, and went straight to the ball. They were not going to leave Gustafson all by himself one-on-one with the corner. 3rd and 17. Quarterback draw.
Draw the
East.
way.
That's just to set up a field goal.
Beautiful. Great
Down-
call.
down
I
to
love
the-
that call.
Down to the 16-yard.
I love that call. They
Yard
know
line
the
to pick
kid's
up a
range.
6.
Just a beautiful
4th
call.
and 11.
They know exactly this should be
So this will be a
33
33-yarder.
right in his wheelhouse.
Morrow's
Ball's
had
in the middle of the field.
field goals of 44 and 30 yards. Tyler Gustafson to hold.
Those linemen get him down.
Chris Wolf on the snap. The snap, the placement, the kick is up. It is long enough, and it is
Good.
Good.
The kicker is good. It is a 33-yard kick by Morrow. There's a flag on the play.
And there's a flag on the play.
What's
Unless you have roughing the kicker, you'd get under 15 yards and an automatic first down. Offside's not going to change anything.
Running into the kicker, number 22 of the defense, that's going to be
Decline it.
The field goal is good.
Right, running into the kicker.
smart?
That
Don't
field
take
goal
the points.
comes with 16 seconds.
Yeah. Well, we picked the right game to do. I'll say that.
Yes, we did. Nick Morrow, his 3rd field goal of the game. (29-27), Grove City. Doesn't get any better than this.
No, this is outstanding. Still have to deal with that sun for another, 6 seconds. We got this kick.
58-yard scoring drive.
Morrow to kick off.
Wow, 83 yards, 68 yards. And now another 58 yards. Scoring drives. Giles takes it at the 9. Gets away from run tackler, turns the corner. Finally wrapped up. He's still fighting forward and brings it out to the 30-yard line.
Giles on the run back, brought down by Good.
Last play of the quarter.
30, first down and 10 for Westminster.
1st and 10 for the Titans. Football at their own 30-yard line. 29-27. I'm saying you're going to have 40 to win this one.
I think you're right.
Shimon Walker at quarterback. Hands it off, a straight ahead run.
That's the quarter.
That'll end the 3rd quarter.
Got about 4 at about 2nd and 6.
Hill on the run, brought down by Kilgore and Wolf.
Hill, the ball carrier, and that will end the 3rd
4
quarter
yards
of
gain
play.
34. That is the end of the 3rd quarter.
29-27. Grove City after 3.
27.
So Grove City comes out being held in the first half to just 2 field goals. They put up 23 points in the third quarter. Total of 36 points scored in that quarter. Well, George, I don't think anyone's going to slow down and do anything different offensively than they have been doing. And why should they?
No.
First play from scrimmage, a run off the right side with Hill again up over the 35 and out near the 37, 38 yard
Hill
line.
on the run. One down by Salerno.
3rd and 2.
3-yard gain to the 37.
Eddie Schools 27 carries for 92. East passing 14 for 181.
I said
What
I
a
know he had
difference.
150 in that quarter.
Shimon Walker 13 rushes, 115.
3rd and 2 for Westminster at their own 37-yard line. Walker fires over the middle, incomplete.
Got a kick.
Pass goes incomplete, stops the clock here, just starting off in the fourth quarter. And the Titans will kick it away.
Porter to punt.
Dawson Porter has had a couple of boomers here in this game. Oh, gets off another tremendous punt. How did he come into the game with a 36.1 average?
He must be kicking for the
He's
quarter.
averaging about 50.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect
He
spiral.
averaged 48 yards in the first half.
He got the safety back there. He didn't even turn around. Just hope it bounces in the end zone. What are you going to do?
1st and 10 for Grove City.
That boy can punt.
High spiral. Grove City has it. 1st and 10 here, their first possession. Fourth quarter just underway. They lead their arch rival, Westminster, 29-27. Not defeated them in several years. Off the right side, Wesley Schools.
Schools on the run.
I
Give
tell
it
you,
4.
touchdown and an extra point makes it a 2-score game. It's huge.
3-yard gain to the
Now we have an
23,
injured
2nd down
offensive
and
lineman down for Grove City. That's Sam Mikelay. He gets up, comes off the field. And he'll be replaced
73.
right tackle by Luke Sherrod out of Meadville, PA. Second and 6 for the Wolverines at their own 24-yard line. What has turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon for football.
Oh boy.
East hands off to Schools,
Nothing.
and they smelled that out. They were coming with the blitz right from the get-go as Paul Gonzalez blitzing from his inside linebacking position.
Paul Gonzalez is going to need a nap after
What
this
the Jordan,
game.
how many
11
tackles has he
tackles.
had?
He has 11 with a quarter to play.
3rd and 6.
Big play.
Now Westminster had 6 guys, 7 punched around the line of scrimmage and timeout taken. This game is first half, a real defensive battle. At this third quarter, boy, the offenses have turned it up. We've seen a lot long pass plays, the 89-yard kickoff return, an interception return 44 yards.
Oh yeah,
And
a lot
a couple
of
of
action.
huge pass plays from Grove City quarterback Josh East to his outstanding wide receivers Cody Gustafson and Cameron Drake.
Yeah, they can go get it.
Waynesburg 24, Carnegie Mellon 21.
Waynesburg beating Carnegie Mellon.
The big thing for this game for Grove City, George, is that to get that elusive search to break the losing season streak, to get that winning season. So that makes you 3-3 with 3 to play.
Exactly. 2 and 4, you got to win out.
3rd and 6. East fires, way over the head, dangerous. Nearly picked off, and looking to pick that off was Westminster.
4th down for Grove City.
So I'll bring up a 4th and 6. Dennison was looking at that.
Breaks the punt. Polinelli.
That was Aaron Pierre was looking at that ball.
Polinelli back.
I'm
Single
sorry,
safety,
correction.
Eddie.
Aaron Pierce.
Uh-oh.
Short punt.
No.
Short punt. I'm going to say that went out at about the 40. 40. They're going to say.
Think you're being kind?
No, I've seen now they're spotting it way back at the 30.
Yeah.
Exactly where it started. I thought it sailed out around 35 or 40.
35.
Okay, they're going to spot it at the 35. Nonetheless, outstanding field position for Westminster.
No, you can't beat this field position. That's how games change, Eddie. One play, one snap, one penalty, and here we are. They're in field goal range with 10 yards.
And Grove City was, George, very fortunate that pass. Pierce, he gets it in his hands, he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Walker. He's going to hand it off on a sweep to the left.
Got 5.
Green on the run.
That's Tyler Green.
In a 4 to the 31.
Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6 at the 31. If nothing else, Westminster be thinking at least a shot at a field goal.
Well, they're just about close enough.
There's a handoff to Green again, and he just powers his way.
Got the first down, Ed.
Down to the 25-yard line.
Green on the run. Brought down by
Pick up a 6 and a first down.
Westminster at the 25.
Oh, what a good job. That right side of the Westminster offensive line has been huge tonight.
They moved him out of there on that play.
The left tackle, Jacob Rocco,
6'3", 280.
He's from Seneca Valley.
Yeah.
Walker's going to keep it.
Not that time.
Grove City not.
Luke Salerno. Excellent play by Luke Salerno. Loss of what, 2, 3?
The junior outside linebacker.
Brought down by Salerno.
Make it a loss of 2 in a play. 2nd down and 12.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Back at
2nd
the
and 12
27-yard line.
at the 27.
And now Walker is limping off the field. That means Augustus Castro comes in. Imagine with that cast in his left arm, it's not a question about him passing, but they certainly don't want him running.
I know. Also, how can't take, you have to take shotgun snap?
He out the whole way. He can't get under center.
No. It's a bad injury for quarterback.
Castro and Keanu Grice in. Castro rolls out. He's going to hit Grice in that little screen pass. And Grice is going to turn the corner, take it down the right sideline, and in for the touchdown.
Go for 2 here.
Castro's pass to take the number 1 Grice. It is a 27-yard touchdown pass. Castro to Grice.
So Westminster on the board here in the 4th quarter. 11-21. Castro, 27 yards
for the conversion.
to Grice. That's been a favorite play of theirs today, George.
See, he had the angle he was going to get there.
Now we get a timeout call. Grove City wants to look that over. A little bit fooled by some of that tertiary on a 2-point conversion by the Titans, who lead 33-29. Big plays here in this second half.
Yeah, it's been a second half of huge plays, chunk plays, big passes, big runs. And like you said, it's going to come down. There's going to be a mistake. Something's going to.
Well, there was a mistake right there. A poor punt.
Yeah.
That
Give them the ball in the 35.
Westminster took possession at the 35 and moved in to score in 4 plays with starting quarterback Augustus Nicastro. That's a great call by Coach Benzel. Play it safe. Do that little screen pass.
He practically walked in. He's got nice speed too, though.
So let's see if they go with the same formation. They'll come out conventional this time. And Shimon Walker back in the lineup with Grice set to his right. Going for 2. Walker rolls right.
Throw him back left. There it is, wide.
To Grice. Has it, and he falls down. I don't think he doesn't score anyway.
No.
It was,
he got hanging on the pass. By the time the pass got there, the defense had time to react.
Yeah, the two linebackers were right there for Grove City.
Yes, they were.
Salerno was there, and the Kilgore was there. So the 2-point fails. As the score remains, Westminster 33 and Grove City 29. Sticking to, you need 40 to win this one, George.
I'd say so.
Kidder to kick off.
Plenty of time left.
Woodford and Ross are deep for Grove City.
11-21.
Mm-hmm. They were offsides, Eddie.
That kick
They were offsides.
picked up at the 2-yard line and returned out over the 22 and up to the 24-yard line on that return by Marcus Woodward.
They were offsides.
Let's see what they
Make them
decide
kick
to
it
do.
again or add it to the kick if you're Grove City. He wants them to kick it again. Make them tired running down there.
Offside on the kicking team, number 8. A penalty will be assessed from the end of the run. First down.
Okay.
Aaron Price offside.
He wasn't a little bit offside either.
Excuse me. I check my glasses. It's Pierce, not Price. Are they going to take the ball out at the 29-yard line? Schools. No, on a keeper by East. Had everyone fooled.
Yeah.
And he comes out
Beast on the run.
over the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3.
In a 7 to the 36. 2nd down and 3.
Quite a second half for the freshman quarterback, Josh East.
Well, he sure has grown into that spot.
Schools will keep it. Gets a tough yard or 2 off the left side. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's 28 carries for Schools.
He needed 115 to hit 3,000 in his career.
He needs about, I'm going to guess, 19. At this point, he had 92 after 3. Got to get this first down. You
3rd
don't want to
and
give
1
the ball back.
for the Wolverines. Offset eye to the right. Powers set, breaking through into the secondary. Wesley Schools, he has a first down and more as he gets into Westminster territory, all the way down to the Titan 46-yard line. That should put him near the 115.
Thank those big boys up front. There was a hole there for sure. Nice hole and excellent run.
First and 10 at the 46.
16 yards in that burst for Schools. Oh, nice run off the left side, behind the left side of that line by Zach Trusky.
Looks fresh, doesn't he?
Yes,
Nice set of legs, look fresh.
He's another freshman running back. He picks up 8, second and 2.
3 for the Wolverines.
Does Trusky stay in? I think he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get it. Oh, nice hole off the left side. He gets a first
Big
down
boy's
and more.
doing a nice job up front there. Real nice job.
Picks up 4 down to the 34-yard line. And now the left side of the
Jeff Matthews, yeah, nice job there. Nice hole.
Sal Spinoza, the left tackle, 6'2", 300, and Matt Billers, the left guard, 6'1", 270, and Greg Matthews, the center, at 330. Plus those H-backs doing a great job.
Pitch.
Here's a pitch back to Schools. He has some blocking, a little crease inside the 30.
Little block
and
outside
down to the
there.
28-yard line.
Brought down by Barr.
Grover's having the momentum. Field goal doesn't do it right now, though it's early enough to kick one.
4.
They'll bring up second and 4. Schools, left side. Maybe short a yard. Ball spotted at the 25.
The marker's about the 24, Ed. You got 2 downs to make a yard.
3rd and 1 at
Nothing
the
fancy here,
25-yard
right?
line.
Keeper or give it to Schools or what?
Give it to Schools. Or you want to play dangerous, fake it to him?
No,
pull it off, let him
I don't want to play
Hey,
dangerous.
you're too conservative.
No.
Bunch to the right side, power set there. Schools
There
puts
you
his
go.
head down.
Now you got 3 downs to think about it.
You know, who's he remind you of as a runner? He kind of just waits and slides.
Like Bell.
Right, there you go. We're on the same page,
He's
like
looking, then he
Le'Veon Bell.
decides where he's going.
2-yard gain for Wesley Schools.
First and 10. The Wolverines continue this drive.
Beautiful drive, beautiful.
Ball at the 23. They trail 33-29. Schools. And he's not going anywhere on this. And here are penalty markers all over the
They get
place.
his fast.
He got it down to the 21-yard line. A short pickup of 2, and the flags came flying.
$7:28.
Was that a personal foul, a helmet to helmet?
No, it appears it's going backwards.
Holding.
Illegal block.
Oh, 2 guys blocked.
Illegal
2,
block.
Yeah, two different officials saw it.
So now we go 1st and 20. They move it back to the 33.
Oh, what a killer.
The ball will be placed at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's the 37, you have to go to the 19.
Doesn't hurt you to get a field goal here because it puts you in a situation if your defense holds in a game-winning drive. Here's East and a quarterback keeper, and the Titans not fooled at all.
Oh, no.
Not one bit.
They need some yards. They're out here. That's 50 yards from here. They don't want to chance that.
Bill Medea, the outside linebacker.
2nd down and 23 at the 36.
That loss on the play makes it 2nd and 23. Back at the 36. Definitely George 2 throwing downs. East back, looks, pressure, now he steps up, now he wants to run, and he's going to be grabbed. There's another penalty marker thrown as East is tackled and brought down at the 34-yard line.
There has to be a hold on Grove City.
We're going to get another holding call.
I didn't see any Westminster guys there. He's refusing it. Why not? Get him back. He's not taking it. Instead of 2nd and about 14, He's going to make it 3rd and 11.
Holding.
It is a 1-yard gain on the play. Grove City has the ball 3rd down and 21 at the 34.
Now that makes it 3rd and 30?
No.
Wait a minute.
Go to the 19. 15. They're on the 34. 3rd and 15.
East throws down the right sideline. Out of bounds. 4th down.
Not in field goal range either, Ed. I think it's 51 yards from here.
Yeah, that's a long one.
It's now 4th and 21 at the 34.
So it'll be 4th and 21. That incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:16 to go here in the 4th quarter. Westminster up 33 to 29. It was 14-6 at the half. 4th and 21 at the 34. East back to throw. Fires down the right sideline again, and it's way out of bounds. No chance at all. And that ball, great coverage by Westminster. He had the corner to safety.
You play the boundary. No,
Augustus.
that's another defender, right?
Yes.
Out of bounds. No, that's good.
They had him blanketed.
Sure they did.
And pushed towards the sideline.
Yes, they did.
So Westminster takes over. 1st and 10.
Promising drive killed by 2 penalties,
at
right?
their own 34, and now is the time when they would like to crank up their running game.
Sure. Huddle up, use the clock.
Shimon Walker, backup quarterback to Augustus Nicastro, has done an outstanding job here today for the Titans. Here's a handoff to his tailback, and that's Green.
At 3.
Green on the run. Kilgore on the tackle.
Takes it out to the 37-yard line, 2nd and 7.
3-yard gain to the 37. 2nd and 7 for Westminster.
This is the biggest series. If they can get a first down and get another, now you're under 3 minutes. Or if Grover stop them, plenty of time.
Green is a real fire plug. He's 5'6", 190. Now they go into offset to the left. They shift over. Here's Green on a sweep to the right. Puts his head down, turns his legs, and a powerful 190-pounder powers his way out over the 40 and up to the 42-yard line. 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6 to the 43.
George, the way they've been kicking the ball and moving it here. We have another Grove City player down, injured. Huge to get that ball up the midfield here for them, even if they do have to punt, because their punting game has been outstanding.
Well, if they get a first down, you're talking to something under 3 minutes.
5:15 to go in the game.
Because they get 3 more downs. This play's huge, and it looks to be about 3rd and 2.
Either way, no matter how this one ends, they're going to be talking about this one for a long time.
Classic game. Rival game. 1 possession. Couple mistakes is all it took to get this thing, in the wrong end.
Well, you see the Westminster faithful, they kind of raided because of the rain. They weren't there at first, but they certainly have filled up the stands across from us. Nice to see.
Getting a little sun today. You don't get to go to games in October and work on your tan often.
3rd and I'm going to say just a yard.
Yeah, it's not much more. It's not 2.
Ball out at the 43-yard line. Why not give it to the fire plug again, Tyler Green. Walker in a long count. High snap. He's going to give it to Green, and I don't think he gets it. Very close.
I think he has
very close
by about a half of the ball. They got it.
He got it. 1st and 10. That little extra power, George.
Yeah,
5'6", 190. You just
Oh, yeah.
got the extra few inches in the 1st down out at the 44-yard line.
Now you stay in the
Now,
huddle.
now you stay, and you look to the sideline when they tell you when to snap the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Usually like to get it down to 4 seconds, and you snap it. And I think we're going to see a steady diet now of their tailbacks. Now, did Green come out? Is that Grice that's come in for him? Looks like Grice. Or is it Hill? That is Hill. And here comes a penalty marker.
That's
Hill
a
on
hold,
sweep
no?
to his left.
Hill on the run. Wolf on the tackle. Flag on the play.
It is against Westminster.
Okay,
Hold.
now here's the thing. They didn't gain any yards. Do you take it back or do you take the down? Taking it back.
I think you want to take it back. Where are we timeout-wise with Grove City? They have 2. They have 2 remaining.
Mm-hmm.
So that moves it back to the 34.
And you're telling Westminster, we don't think you'll pass the ball, right?
You know what? I would have been inclined, Westminster, to keep the bulldozer in there, Green. I don't think he started. Just give him the ball.
He got that last one on his own.
Well, he'll break tackles for you. And it's late in the game.
Yeah.
Guys are getting tired. They've been out in the field a long time.
No question.
Always like that one back at the end of the game.
You're giving them that
just
extra
give it to
40
them.
seconds
Just give it to
throwing
them.
that ball.
Right.
Taking that play back.
1st and 20, back at the 34. And there's a keeper by Walker on a fake. And he goes nowhere. And he's going to lose 2. 2nd and 22. Back to 32. Clock running. We're down to what, George?
3:35.
3:35.
They'll break the huddle with 3. They'll have 2 more downs. West Mini, if they run 2 more plays, Grovers are going to get the ball with around 2 minutes with 2 timeouts. West Mini in no hurry to snap this ball. No
Now
hurry.
the question is, if you force him to punt, do you put the pressure on the kicker, or do you have your return on?
No, afraid of roughing him.
Here's Walker on the keeper, and he's not going anywhere. Salerno right there. He has had an outstanding game. The junior outside linebacker, Luke Salerno, not fooled at all.
Grove City timeout. Excellent timeout call. Excellent coaching. Excellent coaching.
3rd and 21.
They stay in that huddle 30 seconds. You could run 3 plays. Excellent coaching. Hats off to these guys.
The officials have it 3rd and 19, so we're going to trust their
So you have a
judgment.
timeout left. You're Westminster. You're going to run the ball and make the music.
Yeah. Yeah. At some point, you got to rely on your defense to win the game for you.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to run.
And so you're the right now the friend for Westminster is the clock and the ground. The ground meaning
They're going to run the ball. And then Grove City will call their last timeout with about 2:50. So they'll get the ball back. 0 timeouts, but
you rely on your special teams and you
2:50.
rely on your defense. If you're going to be a good team, at some point your defense has to step up and win the game.
He's passing. No, he's not. There's going to be a little screen.
Oh, nowhere going.
No.
Oh, and a great defensive job there
Timeout.
by Patrick Mark of the Wolverines.
2:49.
Smelled it. The whole way did the free safety.
2:49.
You know, for these seniors for Grove City,
Without a doubt.
they'd like to go out for their first
they
win
beat 'em.
in their career against Westminster.
Without a doubt.
That's their final timeout.
So a loss of a yard on the play makes it 4th and 20.
You got 169 seconds. You're going to have to go the length of the field. Field goal does you no good.
4th and 21, and actually a loss of 2. Well, there's been some, I mean, talking about your defense winning the game for you, Grove City's defense has come up big in this series. I know you got the holding penalty, but still,
Yeah.
they've come up with some stellar plays here by Salerno and then by Mark.
You want to run back here. You cannot let this ball hit the ground. Cannot. Even if he fair catches, that's fine. You cannot let this ball bounce, take another 7, 8 seconds off the clock.
I like two guys back here.
I agree.
Drake's the only one back here. I'd like to put Gustafson back there too.
He can go if this kid gets it.
Porter's averaged 48, 50 yards a punt here. He gets off a good one, not as he did before.
21.
And a fair catch taken, and that is Gustafson.
79 yards.
Right
No
at the 21-yard line.
Don't forget, viewers, the clock stops for first downs, stops for incomplete passes. It's not like the pro game. You do not have to panic here.
And for Westminster, they want to make sure they force everything back to the inside, don't let him get out of bounds.
Exactly.
And if you certainly the Wolverines should know, you catch something, the extra yard's not
Get out
of bounds.
Exactly right.
East, back to throw, looking, fires over the middle, complete to Gustafson.
That's no help.
Out at the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's first down, it is.
First and 10.
I thought it
pick
was
up
short.
11.
Oh, that's
out at
that's
the 32.
a good play. Nice play.
I actually give him 12 out at the 33. Clock running, 2:30. Here comes a blitz.
He picked it up nice.
East has
Nice
a man
play.
open,
Get out of bounds.
complete,
Don't you dare run it.
and he gets out of bounds up at the 48-yard line.
Nice job. Excellent. Excellent catch. Excellent heady play to get out of bounds. No rush at all, Eddie. You get 2 minutes.
Brandon Caffrey on the reception. East, back to throw. Rolls right.
Move with him.
Dart, caught,
Nice.
out of
job.
bounds.
Oh, this ref's
No.
running the claw.
Great catch by Gustafson.
What wasn't out of bounds about that for the linesman?
Another pick up 5 on the play. So the ball first and 10 at the 47 of Westminster. Clock down to what, George? 1:38.
Yep, 139.
Oh, I thought for sure he got out of bounds on that play.
So did I.
Just a second.
That's it. Last time out. First and 10 at the 47. They run some great sideline patterns where Gustafson and Drake have been open. I'm thinking sometime George
Out and
put
up.
those two out there, out and up, or you send Brandon Caffrey on a post pattern because they're forcing. They want that safety to be over top coverage,
without a doubt.
and you can't be at both places at the same time. You got to run someone on a deep post with your two outstanding wide receivers going down the sidelines.
Well, these guys can definitely catch it. Got enough time left. You know, you're 47 yards. No field goal. You need 6.
Now, crossing patterns are always a gamble, but usually in these situations, those passes are open.
And it's a first down. The clock will stop.
First and 10 at the 47 for the Wolverines. They're down 33-29. Quick pass out
Down.
to Gustafson, and he takes it out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Gain of 5, second and 5.
Pushed out by Medea. Gain of 4, third and 1 at the 43.
Now, if you're Westminster, are you dropping 8?
Snap
have
it. You
3
got him
up.
12 in the field. Snap it. Oh.
1:35 to go. East's going to keep it on a quarterback draw, breaks a tackle, then another, and all the way down to the 30-yard line goes Josh East.
Nice
What a second half he's had.
Beautiful play. Beautiful
First and
play.
10, pick up of 12 at the 30.
Gain of 13.
Well, this ref, he's starting that clock before the yard markers
Before they
get
even
set.
get near.
Come on.
East back looking, fires it out here in the flat. It's
Oh, no,
complete.
inbounds.
Down to the 25-yard line to pick up a 5, and that one scared me.
Yeah, it was in
because
the air a while.
defensive back,
It was in the air.
Aaron Pierce was sitting on
Yeah, he
it.
was.
And 5.
Sometimes the defensive back, Georgie, takes a chance in that situation. East rolls right, under pressure, turns the corner, inside the 25, the 20, and out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Eddie, they were holding the receiver bad.
And another first down.
You know that.
What an ending.
They were holding that receiver, too. That they missed
This
it.
is so reminiscent of the great North Catholic Riverside game did last year with Albert.
Right down to the wire.
29-27, won by North Catholic.
This one's something.
First and 10 at the 18. East, he's going to keep it again. Down inside the 15 to the 12. And what's happening, George? They're throwing a three-man front there. Everyone's backed off. There are huge gaping holes to the right and left.
I know, but don't trade you 12 seconds for 8 yards.
Second and 5 at the 13. 33 seconds to go. East back to throw. Fires over the middle. It's complete. Wrapped up immediately and dropped at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 6. Time for 3-4
That's complete
plays.
to Drake.
Get up in that line, ready to snap that ball, boys. They are.
What an ending.
Timeout mini.
I'm surprised you haven't said to me, see, if it was 33-30, they'd have a chance at least for the tying
That's
field
right.
goal.
Yeah. That's the trouble with chasing. You never know when it'll come back. What a great game, though. Holy man. They got 3-4 plays left unless they sack them.
Well, we've done some great ones over the years.
Yes.
Great games with North Allegheny and Pine and Seneca Valley and that North Catholic Riverside game and some Slippery Rock University games.
Slippery Rock Cal, I think Cal was nationally ranked that year.
I don't know that any game's been better than this one.
None better. What a game.
Well, now I think the quarterback draw is tough now because they're not going to be backed off very
if he
much.
doesn't make it, they can lay on him.
They're not going to be
almost
backed
end
off.
the game.
So
no.
you want to run some type of a rollout pass.
Yeah. Throw to the end zone 4 times. If the play happens infield, they're going to have to down it.
Double slot formation. Wesley School set to the left. East fires, flops it up high.
Touchdown! No, out of bounds.
Caught it. They rule him out. Cody Gustafson pulled it in.
That fade, I was looking for it earlier.
Second down and goal at the 6.
A little bursty over there. George right with him, gave him the extra push and knocked him out. Second and goal at the 5. Clock stopping with 19 seconds to go.
West Mini needs a sack.
East fires. No.
Coverage has been pretty good.
You almost thought that was going to be a pick play with the wide guy going and the inside guy Zine get back out.
Looked like a back shoulder, but the thing about it is they've done a pretty nice job. Even when they've completed balls, the defense has been there. These guys make good catches.
If the inside guy Z's it out, there's no one around him because it shields everyone. Here's Z's throwing again in for Gustafson. Bobbles.
Interference.
Out, and there's a flag thrown.
First and goal at the 2.
How much time? 11 seconds.
Time for 3 plays if you pass. If you run and don't make it, the game's over.
This drive having started at the Wolverine 21-yard line. They're down to the 2.
77 yards, and the 2 big ones are waiting. 2-yard line. What do you do?
11 seconds.
You have the nerve to run it in?
Give it to Wesley?
No, I want to, but I'm afraid he won't make.
Well,
you got to roll
you're
it.
no Vince Lombardi.
No, I'm
he ran
not.
it on the goal line.
He was a little closer.
Snap to East. Looks, fires out here.
Game time.
Touchdown!
Hello.
Cody Gustafson. We talk about a pinpoint pass.
I had to go way back.
7 seconds.
Incredible. Incredible.
Well, we might have been sleeping in the first half, but this second
half.
half.
No.
Morrow on to attempt the extra point.
That kickoff team, that thing straight
The
up.
kick is up. It is good.
3 points. You popping this thing up, squibbing it, or kicking it deep? Not kicking it deep. Are you?
Yeah.
No.
Kick it. Absolutely kick it.
I'd like to squib because if it goes to the 30 or 40, they can't reach the end zone in one play. I'm afraid of the run back. Did they run one back?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
no.
you never were this conservative when you were coaching.
No,
What's that?
I
Your
know.
old age?
I'm old.
Your old age is
I'm
catching
old.
up with
It
you.
is, yeah.
You're too skinny.
I'm popping this thing straight up, down around the 35 there.
Wow.
Make them fair catch it. They'll get one play.
Hey, copies of this game for everyone.
Yes, without a doubt. Outstanding game, honestly. Wow.
Well, I'm sure one thing, they hold on for 7 seconds and win this, we're going to get invited back up here.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Morrow pops it up high.
I love
and
you,
a fair
kid.
catch taken at the 29-yard line.
Okay.
79-yard drive in 12 plays. In what?
What a
George?
ball game.
The last 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's tremendous. And I want to take my hat off to this coaching staff for using those timeouts on defense.
Very good.
I watch too many teams squander games because they don't get the ball back with any time. Beautiful play call.
The second half drives by the Wolverines at 83 and 68 and 55 and 79 yards. Being held to 2 field goals in the first half and 28 yards passing, and Josh East lit it up here in the second half, George, with 230 or 240 yards passing in the second half.
Tremendous.
Walker back to throw, and obviously people say don't use the prevent. You're using a prevent in this
Without a
situation.
Please reset the game clock to 7 seconds.
They want the game clock reset from 5 to 7 seconds.
It's on for one play any way you look at it.
Well, your only chance is do one of those.
Yeah, crazy lateral.
Crazy
Ball end up in the
laterals.
other end zone before the game's over. I've seen this movie before too. Ohio State, Northwestern. Remember?
What was the other one was it California and Stanford?
Oh, that was
They
the
ran through
band. Yeah, that was the band. That was Elway's year, by the way.
The tuba player got MVP. He blocked out about 8 people. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 5 seconds.
Walker's pass incomplete, intended for Cox. It is 2nd and 15 at the 25.
The time of possession in the second half for Grove City has been unbelievable, George, in the number of plays that they've run off. Just utter dominance. At least 2 to 1 in the number of plays. I'll have to tally this up and have it for next week. Walker back to throw, steps up, fires, pass is complete, dragged down, and the ball's flipped back. Here we go with all the lateraling. Here we go again.
Crazy.
And
Let them.
Oh!
There you go.
And it's still free. They're all the way back to the 5-yard line, and Walker with it again.
There's a clip
and
right
he
there.
turns a corner.
It's a game.
And that's it!
Yep.
For the first time, the Grove City Wolverine seniors have defeated Westminster. Well, you know who made that first great tackle storming down the field was Gonzalez.
The game is not over.
Oh, that boy. Come on, Briggsy. Game's
Game's
over.
not over. Can't end on a defensive penalty. That's for sure.
There's a block in the back. Game over.
Oh, okay. That's the way. It's over now.
I called that block in the back.
Final score, Grove City 36, Westminster 33, and you do have one for the ages. This has to be one of the great wins all time in
Without a
Grove
doubt.
City football history.
Without a
George,
doubt.
Let's go back and take a look at this scoring. It started off real slow. In the first quarter, 8:31 mark, Westminster scored after recovering a muff punt at the Grove City 3-yard line. Isaiah Canton on a 3-yard run, side back to kick. It was 7-0. 3 yards, 1 play. That's the way it stood after 1. Grove City just couldn't get anything going through the air in that first half. They did score 13:55 mark of the second period on a Nick Barrow 44-yard field goal. They went 51 yards in 15 plays. That made it 7-3. They came right back following the fumble on the kickoff. They had the ball 1st and 10 at the 11. They couldn't move it in, but settled for another Morrow field goal. This one from 30 yards out. That made it 7-6. And then with 4 seconds to go in the first half, Westminster scored Walker on a 2-yard run, side back to kick. It was 14-6 at the half. Westminster had put together a 73-yard drive in 11 plays in the final minutes of the half. Then Grove City came back in the third quarter at the 13:44 mark. Schools a 1-yard run. Morrow the kick, 14-13, 83 yards in 4 plays, and then boom, Grove City kicked off, and Vincent Giles of the Titans returned it 89 yards for a score. Side back to kick. It was 21-13, 13:32 to go in the third. 8:52 of the third. Grove City Schools a 1-yard run, 68-yard drive, 11 plays, a 2-point conversion failed. It was 21-19. 7:51 mark. Grove City a 1-yard run. Josh East, and then the 2-point conversion failed. It was 26-21. This was set up on a 44-yard interception return by safety Jackson. 4:16 mark. Westminster came back on a 13-yard run by Shannon Walker. The 2-point failed. It was 27-26. 63 yards in 10 plays. Grove City, what a wild second half. 0-16 in the third quarter. Morrow, a 33-yard field goal, made it 29-27. That was a 58-yard drive. Then the fourth quarter, Westminster scored another touchdown on the Castro's 27-yard touchdown pass to Keona Grice on a screenplay. 35 yards in 4 plays. That followed a poor punt by Grove City. 2-point fails, 33-29, and that set up the drama in the final 3 minutes. Grove City College drove 79 yards in 12 plays, scoring that winning touchdown with 0.07 seconds remaining on the 2-yard touchdown pass from Josh East to Cody Gustafson. Morrow the kick, 36-33. Grove City evens its season record of 3-3, and Westminster falls to 3-3.
Yeah, Schools with 125 yards on 34 carries, and passing at East 26 attempts, 15 completions, 230 yards, buddy. You're throwing it down the field also.
That's with just having 28 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Wesley Schools. Goes over 3,000 yards rushing in his career. He needs 4,300 more to move into a tie or pass R.J. Bowers. George, it's just been a great afternoon for football. You never know what to expect.
No.
It looked like a slow one there in the first half.
Yes.
Grove City generated absolutely no offense at all, but what a wild second half. As good a game as we've ever done here for Armstrong.
Without a doubt. Glad to be part of it. A great job by Matt. Tremendous job as far as being treated by Briggsy. Outstanding. The AD, everybody first class here, and hopefully we can come back.
Yeah, thanks to everyone here at Grove City and for all they've done for us, the great accommodations to make it very comfortable for us here, and a great football game. Again, hey, we have another one coming up at the end of this month. We'll be down at North Allegheny when they take on the Pine Ridge Rams. That ought to be a packed house of about 10,000.
I went to 50-50 that night. That's what I care about.
Hey, on behalf of the Swami and our cameraman Matt Lutz, this is Ed Cody wishing you a good afternoon.